All right. All right. All right. What do we got going on here? Illuminaughtii. Never. She's naughty. She's ill. She's ill, dude. Ill. I never even heard of her. All right, guys. We had two people waiting. We'll see if people get into the chat here. But yeah, Illuminaughtii. What is this? Why is this so quiet? I want to fucking jam. Hell yeah, brother. What's up, Bagel? All right. Hope we all had a wonderful weekend. Fill me up with the tea. What's up, DSD? So Illuminaughtii, I'm gonna be honest, this shit's been going on for a fat fucking minute. Blair, I believe her name's Blair or something like that. Hold on. I'll be honest with you. I have not given a fuck. I have not cared at all about this situation. Maybe I should have. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's not worth it. But we all know the channel. It's a pretty big channel. You know, that's why I think people are talking about it so much. It's like a pretty hefty sized channel here. We got Illuminaughtii, 1.22 million subscriber channel. Now, another reason that this is very unique is because Illuminaughtii, she makes like these documentary videos. She actually got called out by H Bomber guy. She was one of the people that he like was calling out for just like going and finding a documentary about something on Netflix and then just reproducing it. Just like her voice, same doc, stuff like that. Just straight like word for word shit stolen from other documentaries. She's fallen off. The drama is really what's caused her to fall off. I mean, if you go to oldest, right, you got, well, you know what? Let me look here. Let me fill this in. Let me go back like a year. Yeah. So, 200, 500,000 was like her average. And now we go to more recent shit. I mean, she's pulling 30K, 26, 31, 56. I mean, which honestly, I don't know how much of this we can really chalk up to the drama, because I'm gonna be real, I don't think most people in her audience give a fuck about the drama. She came from like the Tommy C SFTP community, like, we're talking Nicholas Diorio, we're talking TomDark, we're talking all these people, we're talking Augie RFC, this guy right here. And that's kind of why I think that this has been such a big topic for a lot of people, is because I don't really know. I wasn't 100% aware of what she had going on when she was affiliated with like more affiliated with Tommy C and all those guys. But those are all the commentators, and then someone from their community blew up and then was revealed to be a pretty shitty person, allegedly. I'm seeing chat go, but I just realized my chat window broke. It's broken. It's broken. The chat window is destroyed. All right. No, we got the chat window back. Don't forget to like the stream, guys. Yeah, the channel's dying. I'm doing my best here. Yeah, we're gonna watch the OzMedia video. OzMedia was like her boyfriend editor or something like that. Related some way, shape, or form, but both domestically and professionally. And now there's like a lawsuit in the works here. There's shit going on. Her and Tommy C had a falling out because she tried to control him but couldn't. I believe that. Yeah, it seems like she's quite the vindictive bitch. That seems to be what we got going on here with Illuminaughtii. So I'll be honest, this has not interested me. This has not been something I've too knowledgeable on. I tried to watch a couple videos before deciding to do a stream on it. And that's really the gist of it, the highlights. I mean, she was exposed for a bunch of shit, both for like her lazy content and for just being an evil person behind the scenes. So now we have, where are we at? Illuminaughtii. Why does she spell her name like that? Illuminaughtii. Oh, God. Wrong window. Oh, I have it over here. I'm a freaking moron. Hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. We got to get some Fortnite going. We're doing the Fortnite. I'm playing the Fortnite. I'm going to get back into it. I know that they're going to drop that Eminem skin soon, dude. I feel it. I feel the Eminem skin coming into the Fortnite shop, and we're going to cop it. I'm going to become an affiliate. Code Shmoe on Fortnite. You wait for it. Did any of you ever use my fucking gamer G Fuel? Yeah, you guys ever use my G Fuel shit? Probably not. That's why I'm broke. Man. Oh, man. It's broken. The stream is broken. We're having technical difficulties. I don't know how other streamers adjust their shit live. It doesn't let me do that. There we go. All right. So if you look in the top right, we have OzMedia, Blair White. Yeah, Blair White. Illuminaughtii. I think her name's Blair. I think that's where I got that from. Scorn Lover and Professional Associate. And he is going to tell us about, well, this is Dear Illuminaughtii, but I believe he goes over the lawsuits and his side of the story. So we'll have that play. And I'm gonna fucking run some Fortnite. My new jam tracks are put. I haven't been able to see them because I'm living on a farm. This boy's living on a farm. That Oz guy's video is over there. Yeah, it's chilling. It's in the corner. Bro. Do I need to make it bigger? Is that big enough? Are we happy with that? Is it gonna be loud enough? Let me see it.
Well, here we are.
Oh, well, here we are. I hate that intro already.
Well, here we are. Well, here we are. Round two.
You want to do it one more time? Do we want it one more time? Hold on. I can play one more time. I got
Blair,
you.
if you or your lawyers are watching this, I implore you to at least watch.
Hold on. Oh, broke.
Prefer.
It's destroyed. The link. Nope. We're playing one more time for you.
Well, here we are. Round two.
Make Fortnite small and the video big. I don't want to. I don't want to. For reasons. I will not. We will not get anywhere if I have to redo that. All right. So I'm gonna start playing this. We'll listen to this. But that's the gist. There's like a lawsuit going on with Illuminaughtii. This guy was her ex. This guy was involved with Illuminaughtii. Illuminaughtii appears to be a bitch, a vindictive bitch behind the scenes. And this is all the most latest video in relation to that topic. So maybe next time. Or we love Fortnite. What's wrong with Fortnite?
Well, here we are.
Well, here we are, guys. Here we are.
Well, here we are. Round two. Blair, if you or your lawyers are watching this, I implore you to at least watch the outro, preferably before June 7th. This is not the monstrosity of a documentary against Blair's actions. If anything, think of this as the prologue. We're here right now because Blair, owner of Pyramid Entertainment LLC, or
Internet.
Better known as her public YouTube
Illuminaughtii. Hold on, I'm trying to turn on the volume here. They updated it, all right, and they fucked with my volume. They fucked with it. They're coming for me, dude. The Illuminati's coming for me. Turn that shit down. Turn that shit off. Turn it off. Stop. Apply. Yeah, shut up. I gotta listen to Illuminaughtii.
Personality Illuminaughtii is currently in the process of suing me, as well as other prior employees for defamation and
Yeah,
other
she's
claims.
suing everybody for
This
defamation.
video, as well as its subsequent
because she was a
parts,
bitch.
will serve as a public record of exactly what is going on behind the scenes. Throughout these videos, I will actively be showing all and any evidence related to dismantling her claims against me, as well as the other parties she's involved in this misplaced legal crusade of hers. Seeing as I know this video will be heavily scrutinized by Blair's legal team,
Get off the farm, bro.
and perhaps even shown in front of a court, also hi, I am fully willing to submit this video and its subsequent parts to the courts as further evidence, as I am willing to stand by these words, as I'm treating this as though I'm speaking under oath. I am also not saying this to add
but you're
an
not.
air of
It's a
authority to
YouTube
my
video.
words, as Blair's legal team has previously
I'm sure the lawyer
proposed.
was like,
I want
sure,
the truth
sure.
known. And to do so, I'm going to publicly dissect her claims within this lawsuit to essentially lay bare my defense, as well as the defense for other parties involved.
Dude,
My
get to the
section of
fucking
lawsuit will
point,
be
Nick
covered in part
Ricada.
two,
All right, what
as
are you
I'm
doing? What are you
litigate-
doing? This guy's like, what is the purpose of this whole intro here? Is he trying to?
Privileges before I
Keep
explore
going.
my portion of the lawsuit publicly. Despite this, there is still plenty of information on the ongoings in this video. My lawyer is aware I'm doing this. These legal proceedings have been ongoing
he's a
for the
Discord
past 8 to
mod.
9 months at this point in time.
Milady.
If-
He's miladying. He's miladying. He's very professional. He wants to let you know he's very professional.
If it wasn't for the assistance I received with the GoFundMe back in September, I would not have been able to mount a legal defense. Of the amount donated, GoFundMe takes a fee with each donation. This can be seen on screen here with this nice little chart breakdown they provide. At this point in time, which more information can be found as an update in the original GoFundMe, this lawsuit has cost over $40,000. I've been posting all of my legal invoices for full transparency, and more will be posted soon. The redacted information within them is information subject to attorney-client privilege, which also spells out my current legal strategy. This would be foolish to allow Blair's legal team access. This is why the redactions are as heavy as they are, as they include itemized
Well, then why are
lists
you
of my
posting
lawyer's
anything?
actions
Let your
throughout the
lawyers
case's
handle
initial
it.
proceedings. Despite how much has been spent so far, the legal proceedings are still in the beginning phases.
I guess to be
Blair's
fair, I'm
lawsuit
being a
in
bit of a
light-
dick. People donated him money, right? So he's like giving them an update. To be fair, I'm being a bit of a prick.
Opinion relies on the misconstruing of facts and utilizes a personally curated timeline, which she has constructed in order to gain the bare minimum standards of having this case proceed. Because I'm exhausted with
Dude, but Jesus Christ, dude.
legal shenanigans Blair is currently pulling, this video exists. We will be delving into that timeline and gutting it point by point, as both her lawyers and judge seem to be fully unaware that I
sucks.
am not the real cause of her pain and misery. Blair is. Blair's actions are the reason we are here. And I'll be demonstrating that shortly with a detailed timeline of events.
Found the
before
channel
we move
Illuminaughtii
into the
a few weeks
dissection
ago.
of her claims. If you would like a full breakdown of every court filing to date, I would recommend YouTuber Matt Caster. For now, I'll be focusing on what's current and minimizing the 100+ pages of legal proceedings down to only what's necessary over the next 2 parts. For the next proceedings, I'll be launching a new GoFundMe because I have nearly exhausted the
Oh,
prior
he's
amounts
asking for
donated. All
more
donations
money.
will be used to defend all parties in opposition to Blair, not just myself. All future legal invoices will be posted as they come, from all parties who are in need of the funding. My goal with these uploads, assuming Blair does not take my offer, is to not only lay my defense
talk
bare
to
for
Blair
all
about
legal
it.
parties to see, but for the online community as a whole. I intend to provide ample
Yeah, because
documentation
I'm
to
sure
justify
after you
to
making this video, Blair's really going to want to talk to you and settle out of court. I'm sure if that was really your goal, that this was a good way to do it, right? If that's what I understood, if I understood correctly, like,
all of you why another round of crowdfunding is being posted. This isn't just for myself anymore. This is also to defend employees that Blair is bringing legal action against as well. If Blair does accept my offer within the outro, I will be refunding the new GoFundMe once all terms are met and the lawsuit is officially over, court filings and all. If you're curious as to why I'm even offering Blair a potential settlement in the outro, that will be explained there, as there are numerous factors in my personal.
I don't understand. Yeah, he's offering her a settlement in the outro of a YouTube video. Like, the whole point of the lawsuit is because she's a bitch and wants everyone to stop talking about her online. You fucked up her reputation. So now you're going to further fuck up her reputation. And then you're going to be like, but I'll settle with you if you want. I'll settle with you if you want.
Minimizing or even removing causes of stress. That being said, I have no issue, hesitations, or fears in connection to proceeding with this lawsuit. I am confident in the direction things are going, and I just want to offer a path to end this before we're stuck in this for years on end. This will be further explored in the outro.
You should have messaged her privately, probably, brother. Now, what's going on in the timeline? Give me the timeline. Give me the
As
deets,
stated
bro.
in my September update video, Blair and I dated. Just in case this context is missing, it was never my goal to make any of this about relationship drama. However, despite the actual timeline of events which have occurred, Blair is trying to paint her entire downfall on YouTube as being nothing more than my actions towards her as a jealous ex. I'm not jealous towards your current partner, Blair, only sympathetic. I encourage all of you to fact check
again,
this timeline.
he's like, I want to offer you a way to settle this out of court, okay? I want to offer you a way to settle this defamation lawsuit out of court. By the way, your ex, I feel bad for him. Rest in peace, bozo. L ratio plus, bro. What the fuck, dude? Do you want it to be over or not, bro?
I'm being both as detailed
Is this clout
and as
or
quick as I
not?
can here, because again, Blair, in my opinion, is actively obfuscating the timeline in her lawsuit in an attempt to paint herself as a victim who did nothing to deserve the scrutiny delivered onto her. On April 20th, 2023, the story begins with a tweet produced by Blair which attacked Legal Eagle for copying her style. Legal Eagle would quickly retort, explaining he had been using these standard practice editing styles.
The editing style in question was the appearance of the pages. The video had the appearance of like pages being torn, and she was like, "That's my editing style. Your editors were asking my editors how to make the torn page editing style." Like she's a prick behind the scenes, right? She got exposed for that. That's why you're getting sued. So you post a YouTube video like, "I'm offering you a way out," like,
which included standard documentarian effects such as the classic skeuomorphism torn paper effect, as well as the simple action of highlighting text, which all can easily be found as stock templates online. In this Twitter thread, Blair had also levied accusations against members of Legal Eagle's team as proof of this copying by showing an editor of Legal Eagle asking for help with how a certain effect is achieved.
And then it was even sillier because it later got exposed that she was copying other documentaries from like Netflix and shit, like verbatim. There were segments that were like word for word ripped. And she gave a bunch of reasonings that at the time I do remember, basically being like, I thought I made it very obvious that I was reading the script from, like, no, you were fucking, you got caught. You got caught. Bomber guy didn't bite either, bro.
Standard practice amongst YouTubers and editors. Blair responded to Legal Eagle by deleting these accusations and did not provide a public apology or any form of public justification for her actions. This further stirred the pot and made people ask questions. This same day, April 20th, Bomber guy would post a tweet.
So this is good. This is so this is going to be a whole timeline. It's good.
Herself, although he used the word plagiarism. At the time, I found it incredibly telling that Bomber guy had such a specific clipped comparison ready to go that same day, with an exact video. I do wonder if Blair had the same realization that I did, that the only way Harris would have a clip like this is if something major was in the works. Foreshadowing is a literal. On April 23rd, 3 days later, we would see Click post his Twitter thread. I emphasize the 3 days portion because at this point, Blair was still yet to address the Legal Eagle scenario, pushing Click, a former collaborator of hers, to publicly distance himself from her to avoid the flack that her actions had been causing for any and all who were at any point associated with her. This is not an accusation. I am just stating the unforeseen cause and effect of Blair's documented
Fuck, give me the gun! Give me the gun!
Wonderstruck, now known as Hi I'm Wonder, would post his Twitter thread detailing his prior dealings with Blair, as well as the harm that he felt he suffered when close to her. I was unaware that Wonder was going to make this tweet. He and I normally aren't on voice call when he's in the tub. This will be important later when we move into the details of the
Why are you talking to your boy in the tub while on voice call? What's wrong with you? That was weird. That was the most important thing I've heard so far. That's fucked up, dude. Don't do that.
Blair claims Wonder and I had essentially masterminded her
I'll be talking to my homies in the tub,
I didn't
bro.
know about the thread until I received a now deleted DM from Blair asking me what she should do, followed by several missed calls from her.
Bagel, shut up. You're just jealous, dude. You're jealous that I'm so good at
the next
Fortnite.
morning,
You're not.
This DM would be deleted. Because Blair did not publicly provide a reason or explanation towards her actions, and with the emergence of Bomber guy, Click, and Wonderstruck's threads, it left Twitter frenzied for answers. Those who were familiar with my connections to Blair, as it was public knowledge we were roommates, would begin to DM me or brigade my live stream chats with questions on the situation.
He even says that, I think. I saw a clip where he says that.
And if I could provide a reason or explanation for her actions. It was because of users constantly asking me to answer on behalf of Blair, as well as my past colleagues, finally speaking out, that I broke my silence and posted my thread. A thread where I took accountability for my actions in support of Blair and defended the credibility of my colleagues. I posted my Twitter thread April 24th, 2023 at roughly 4 a.m. my time. That same morning, I have this text message interaction with Blair. Please note, It is only because of the current trajectory
Fucking
of
show me
this
the info,
lawsuit,
bro.
with myself awaiting litigation privileges on these matters, that I am no longer leaving my information redacted, as I had previously intended to do so now 1 year ago. Blair, Monday, April 24th at 8:24 a.m. So I just saw your tweets, and now I understand why when I called you, you didn't answer. I'm going to take some time to formulate my thoughts, but ultimately, Oz, I hope you really do find your happiness in life. I hope you find your peace, your satisfaction, your perfect black cat, all of that. I'm not sure what you want from an outcome in this situation, but I guess I'll have to figure that out later. Blair, I just want you to realize you've caused pain. You've caused me pain. I don't care about the
Let me
drama.
make this about
I just
me.
want
Well,
you
I
to
guess it is
realize
about
how
her.
much you hurt me. I've been doing my best to hold everything
But she's
in
manipulative,
for years
right?
now
She's
at this point.
manipulative.
If you actually did read my thread,
That's what he's
you would know
demonstrating
what I
here.
want. Peace. I just want to be free. I just want to be able to breathe. I have read that you want peace. I thought we were doing better. I wish it could have been something we talked about on our own time instead of dogpiling. I'm left more confused than anything. Well, I assume you don't want to talk anymore. All I ever wanted was for you to realize you hurt me. Not just in the relationship.
You
I
hurt
do
me.
not care about that. You hurt me as a person to my very core.
Is that from her or
At some
him?
point, Blair, you need to see the pattern.
From him.
Well, Oz, I cared about the relationship too. I cared about all of
This
it.
is stupid.
You hurt me.
I don't get this with people when they're breaking up. Like, if the relationship's over, then the relationship's over, dude. Why is there like this, like, you hurt me and you need to realize that? Dude, you're done with that person. Move on. It's over. It's over, bro. Okay? Stop. This is like high school fucking bickering bullshit. Are you married with like 6 kids? No, you're not. Shut the fuck up and move on. Both of y'all. Grow up.
As a person too, and ripped everything wide open today. And if doing this all to me helps you feel better, then that's okay. I'll take it. I'm sorry, Oz. I hope this helps you find your peace.
I'm sorry,
Except
Oz.
you aren't.
I hope
You're
you can
going to
find your
continue to
peace. I hope you can find your peace. Then immediately he's like, "You aren't going to though." That's what it's really about. You're trying
Drag
to
my name
you're
through
trying
the
to
mud.
spite the
You're
other
going to
person.
continue to be who you are. And that's
trying to
okay.
spite the other
I just hope that
person.
you stop painting people as your weekly villain. It's your biggest flaw, and it's always gotten you.
It's
in
your
the most
biggest
trouble.
flaw.
It's what caused the most harm. Blair, I'm sorry I ripped everything wide open, but I never had the chance to heal. I never had the chance to.
I
feel
never had
peace.
the chance
Instead,
to
I went
heal.
to therapy and have a PTSD
I went to therapy.
diagnosis. Instead, I gave myself chemical burns because I was too
I
scared to say no. I'm afraid of you, Blair.
What the fuck? Wait, what was that?
Everything wide open today. And if doing this all to me helps you feel better, then that's okay. I'll take it. I'm sorry, Oz. I hope this helps you find your peace. Except you aren't. You're going to continue to drag my name through the mud. You're going to continue to be who you are. And that's okay. I just hope that you stop painting people as your weekly villain. It's your biggest flaw, and it's always gotten you in the most trouble. It's what caused the most harm. Blair, I'm sorry I ripped everything wide open, but I never had the chance to heal. I never had the chance to feel peace. Instead, I went to therapy and have a PTSD diagnosis. Instead, I gave
PTSD from a
myself
breakup.
chemical burns because I was too scared to say no. I'm afraid of you, Blair.
Chemical burns
I'm
to
getting a
say to
second
say no
opinion
about
on
what?
PTSD. I don't want it to be true, and I don't trust Talkspace to that extent. What the hell are you talking about with chemical burns?
Yeah.
And this purple portion here is Blair airing her mental health. I'm leaving this censored. I don't want to drag your name in the mud, which is why I'm going to you instead of Twitter or whatever. I would go to an actual doctor. Colorado is tightening down on telemedicine stuff, FYI. I'm working on it. Thanks for the heads up. I would rather talk to you in a phone call, in person, whatever. I would rather try to work on things and work out things over, I don't know, whatever else the other
Fucking
options
guy
are.
in the top
I
right,
don't
bro.
want either of us hurting.
OzMedia,
I know
dude.
There is no band-aid solution, but I know talking helps. Just for some context, why I didn't take this is because Blair does have a habit of recording conversations. This is evident with the Madison situation from Cruel Happy Mind. I was fearful she would take my words out of context to suit her narrative. I need time. I need to see a real therapist first. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry you're hurting as well, I really am, but I need to start putting my needs first. I will put my needs first too. Good luck out there. Take care, please. Can't guarantee that, but I will be alive. Just so we're clear, that was a joke. Probably a bad one, but a joke. And I'll have the officer remove the bolo off of your house too. I guess I'll be heading down then. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have it in my name either. Just show
Where's
them
this
any
guy?
verifiable threats, and they'll do it. And this was the last time I spoke to Blair. For additional context, the bolo in question, as Blair described it, was essentially swatting protection. It was a way that if someone were to attempt to swat my home, the officer in question would then look up my address and see that I am a public figure and give me a call before showing up to my door in SWAT gear.
Well, that's
Blair
good.
removed this protection when I spoke out against her, or at least
How
she
does
claimed.
Blair
I
have
don't
the
know if
ability
this
to do
actually
that?
exists or not.
That doesn't make any
But
sense
to
to
me,
me.
in my eyes, on this day, after
Why would
I had
she do that?
spoken
What a
out against
bitch.
Blair removed protections that I would have against swatting. Protections which she did in fact put in place, but had also explained to me what the purpose of them were. There is a lot to unpack.
So that was like a
However, these
punishment.
messages are important as
For
I
not
believe
keeping
they
his
help demonstrate
mouth
why I
shut.
come to the conclusions I have on her motives. It is worth noting, I am the one who asked for space. I am the one who wanted nothing to do with her. She is the one who apologized and desperately sought out a rapid solution to remove my words from the internet.
Yeah.
I finally
manipulative.
said no. This
She
same
sucks.
day, April 24th, One Topic would post his thread in opposition to Blair. April 28th, Blair would upload her video Illuminaughtii Exposed, which served as a direct response to her detractors. Blair had taken drama off of Twitter with minimal viewership and plastered it before her large audience for the world to see. In this video, she finally showed that she did in fact apologize to Legal Eagle in private. If this was made public, I believe we would not be here right now, as myself and others would not have received questions and pressure from viewers to make a statement. In this video, which is still public,
Oh, she stole my
Blair
car.
attempted to address the Twitter threads from both Click and
That
Wonder.
sucks.
In doing so, she also
upset about
used
that.
this opportunity to leverage several accusations against them. Accusations which she, as it appears based on her actions, had been holding on for nearly 3 years to use at her convenience for an exact moment like this. In my opinion, based on what we see from these events, either Blair knew her evidence was a misrepresentation of facts and only worth sharing as a Hail Mary attempt to destroy someone's reputation, or she willingly held evidence of minors being harmed within Click's server and only reported on it 3 years later when it benefited her.
Wait, so there's like PDF filery involved? She like tried to like paint Click as like a PDF file because there was some nonsense with minors going on in his server. I feel like this whole thing just should be between lawyers. Like the only point of posting this publicly is to further ruin her reputation, which she may deserve that, but like I don't know, for some reason that like leaves a bad taste in my mouth cuz like he's like, I'm doing this for lawyers' sake. I'm doing this for a clear timeline of events. Why are you posting it publicly, dude? If you wanted to smash her one more fucking time, then just be like, you know, I mean, I don't know. There's lawyers and shit. This is a legal case. But then, no, wait, I'm wrong because he did collect money. He collected money from GoFundMe, so it's good to give updates for that. PDO file is overrated. Let's let him continue. Yeah, I remember all this vaguely. Like I said, none of this really interested me as it was going on. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of why I didn't like. You can tell by the stream that I still am kind of like, okay, let's listen to it, but I'm gonna play Fortnite in the background.
I cannot fathom any other reason for the events transpiring the way that they have. In fact, back in 2020, by the way she spoke within her messages, Blair seemed very eager to find an opportunity to destroy Click with this exact evidence. Or to use her words from 2020,
Imagine being a lawyer.
Nah,
Imagine being a lawyer and watching this in court. Like he's talking about like Blair was very eager to destroy Click with this evidence on his YouTube channel and the Discord lot. Like, dude, like the lawyers are just like, what the fuck, dude? Like
gonna attack Click unless it becomes
the lawyer,
public gossip.
the lawyers are gonna have to call their kids to come in, be like, what is Discord?
Or a drama channel picks it up. Then I will nuke him. In this response,
I will nuke.
Blair accused Click of some fairly horrendous things, which he did.
These people are all fucked up, dude. People, all these. This is like, I didn't want to pick the wrong side and get like her. I'm gonna die. Fuck. No, bro. Fuck. Shit. I didn't want to pick the wrong side, right? I didn't want to get shit for picking the wrong side, but like every time I like heard all of these stories going down. I'm like, it just seems like everybody here is probably fucked up in their own little special way. That was how I was beginning to view it, which I don't know. Felt like that was the wrong opinion to have, but now I just don't give a fuck.
Address in full within his own response video. Now, this is a retelling of well-documented public events which transpired publicly. None of this is new information. Blair also had a chapter dedicated to Wonder where she plastered his mental health for the world to see. Wonder is a former employee of Blair's, meaning that Blair had exposed private and sensitive information, also known as PII, which included conversations she had with his therapist, for her entire audience of, at the time, roughly 1.7 million subscribers. Blair also accused Wonder of mistreatment of his dog, as well as other false accusations that Wonder was forced to address. There is, of course, the infamous 3 minutes.
What is this even about? What is this? What what is the lawsuit, defamation lawsuit? This is like timeline of events, and there's a GoFundMe to help him and the victims of Blair go through this lawsuit like legally. And now, like every time we get to another part of the story, it's like now we're talking about a dog. We're talking about the mistreatment of a fucking dog, and it's a defamation lawsuit. And then he even is like, oh, well, Blair, you know, I'll give you a way out here. I'll give you a way out. I'll give you a, we can talk about it. You know, this is a settlement we can do. And then he's like continuing to like dogpile her reputation in the video, which she might deserve. She might fucking deserve. I don't really give a fuck. I just think that it's like, dude, there's lawyers involved. There's like, he's like, what? Lawyers are going to, and they will, that's the thing. But lawyers are going to sit in court and have to listen to this where it's like, and then he mistreated, like, he's much more articulate than this, but like, it almost comes across as, and then she kicked me out of the house, and then she got me in trouble with the police, and then she kicked my dog, and then, like, which that's what it is, it's a timeline, right? But it just seems like some of these things are like a bit petty to they keep bringing up. I don't know.
Section dedicated to me where Blair is in tears. I have my own opinion on
No, I'm the best Fortnite player in the world, and I'm going to prove it.
I plan to tackle this at a different time, as it serves
I'm
no
going to
purpose
prove my
here,
power.
But I'm pointing out that, in my opinion, Blair is attempting to leverage private details for public pity, which some people did in fact take at face value, and demanded I apologize to Blair on various platforms. This section's cumbersome wording is very particular to the legal side of things that will make sense when looking at her, in my opinion, legal hypocrisy. She played
legal
in the mud
hypocrisy,
just as much as everyone else did.
in your opinion.
I cannot emphasize enough that Blair had taken Click and Wonder's Twitter complaints and negative experiences of her past behavior, complaints made publicly as reasoning for their discontinued association with her after her public folly with Legal Eagle, and would then post a response video where she herself levied accusations against other content creators, which warranted a response to defend themselves against her claims. I understand that to a vast majority of you, this is obvious, but Blair attempts to paint her video as an attempt to de-escalate matters within the original filings of the lawsuit.
Isn't that what you're doing? Isn't that what you're doing right now? Like, part of this video is you saying, like, we'll de-escalate out of court so we don't have to ruin our lives for the next 5 years in a fucking court battle. It's like, aren't you, like, right now kind of, like, doing that? You're, like, posting a video, and, like, part of the video is, like, it's a timeline of events. And also, my plea to Blair to de-escalate this so we don't have to go to court. And then you're like, also, she kicked my dog. Or something. I don't really know. Something that I didn't care about happened. Fuck, hold on. I'm gonna get this fucking kill quick. Hold on, guys. Alright, maybe I won't.
Ironically, this factual allegation was later mysteriously removed in future amended versions of her legal complaint. 34. Regarding the false accusations listed above, Blair made one public post, attempting to debunk the misinformation. She has not publicly addressed the situation further in an attempt to de-escalate it. While I
cannot do legal
on why this was removed,
this is why Nick Rekieta started doing a bunch of drugs and alcohol. Imagine having to like listen to this type of shit and read the legalese every single fucking day, dude. I would be coked up too, bro. The defendant on the 36th of June drank 1 Busch Light beer. This could be held in contempt to the leading line of logic here that this person is an out, like, dude, the person drank a beer.
Exact details are unknown. In her current complaint, there is currently no reference to her ever uploading this video or any of the public comments she's made, making it appear as though she never played in the mud, and her criticisms came from nowhere. Here's a quick
Damn,
search
bro, you
in the
got her,
subject of the
dude.
complaint to demonstrate
You got her,
this
dude.
document will be on full display in future chapters within part 2. More on this, of course, when we reach the legal debunking. Sorry to edge you all on like this with this tease, but my point here is that Blair's story has already had numerous revisions, and she sees her
Damn,
video as an
dude.
attempt at de-escalation.
Damn, bro,
If
she
you
lied,
recall,
dude, no
among
way.
the many other accusations she levies, Blair accused YouTuber The Click of harboring pedophiles in his Discord server.
That's fucked.
In
Yeah,
what
that's
word
bad.
this is a de-escalation? I cannot say.
Yeah, she sucks. She's a
Now,
bitch.
of course,
We get it.
I do believe that Blair is entitled to speak publicly on her personal retelling of events. However, I personally find it to be brash, hypocritical, and even monstrous to then sue those who argue against said retelling of events. Something rocks in glass houses. Following Blair's April 20th video, this would of course follow with a twit longer drafted by Wonder, posted April 29th, in a rapid attempt to defend himself from the multitude of new allegations that Blair had dropped on his doorstep. May 2nd, Click would upload his response, detailing his experiences with Sad Milk as well as what he had personally gone through. Near the end of this video, documentation is shown from an individual who was previously anonymous, which helped provide Click with supporting evidence to bolster his claims as well as to dismantle the many accusations thrown forward by Blair. This individual is now being
guess.
sued by Blair. His online handle is Felix the Kit Kat. He was a former Discord moderator, later turned manager.
That's
at
the
Pyramid
problem, dude.
Entertainment,
Who
LLC.
was it? DSD
We will
was
be
in here
diving-
and was like, "He's a Discord mod," and I was like, "Oh, okay." like I don't know, like there's like a lack of like I can't put my finger on it, but like just the way like he has legitimate grievances, right? Like I'm not trying to take that away from anybody, but like it just feels like this shouldn't be on the internet. I don't understand like why we're sitting here. And he's doing his best to like read us the legalese and give us a timeline of events. Now, of course, we also do have like the GoFundMe for the lawsuit, which like isn't the worst thing in the world. Probably a good thing, right? Because if she really like she's throwing out frivolous lawsuits to just try to silence criticism, then I'm all for that. So giving updates is also not bad. But I think like that's what it, like I just get this like other like taste of like resentment, like there's like a scorn lover here. At some point somebody's dog got kicked and that was relevant for some fucking reason. Like the lawsuit he's defending right in this lawsuit, trying to say like I'm not defaming this person, right? And then in this video that he's like, I'm totally okay with this video being viewed in court, and this is like going to be a timeline of events of Blair. He keeps showing she keeps throwing these pot shots. He keeps throwing these pot shots that are obviously negatively reflecting to her character. So it's like, it just throws me out of it. It makes me like I said, like the whole reason I couldn't get involved in this in the first place, and I didn't care to cover it, was because I just felt like I wouldn't have the correct opinion. I don't care anymore. But as I further listen to this guy go on, I just feel like that even more. I'm like, I just don't care. I don't fucking care, dude. Like there's some legitimate grievances here. We're going back and forth, but like, why are we talking about dogs getting kicked and mistreated? Like that's to show that she's a bad person or something, right? But like, that's not the point of the lawsuit. You're not getting sued because she's a bad person. You're getting sued because you're saying she's a bad person and she doesn't like that. All right, she's trying to silence you. So I don't know. I don't get the pot shots. I do think there's a bit of like scorn lover shit going on here. And yeah, but Blair sucks. But like, that just because Blair sucks, I'm supposed to act like everyone else involved in this is acting normal. Is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. I'll let him keep going.
Into his portion of the lawsuit later in this video, in dismantling the claims Blair has set
Oh,
forth in
look
the
at that.
lawsuit.
That was cool.
It is of my opinion that Felix has been included for retaliatory reasons, as with him being a former employee, Blair had access to his home address. And
This
thus,
guy would try to
the means
defend
serve
himself
him
in
with
court.
legal
He's like, I'm going to
papers.
defend myself.
Felix is
I'm
among
going to
the
represent
individuals
myself in
who
court.
the new GoFundMe will be aiding. May 11th would be the date that Wonder would release his video, an hour-and-a-half-long rebuke of the claims Blair had laid out against him, some of which include refuting the alleged mistreatment of his dog, James, as well
Back
as
to the
being
mistreatment
forced
of the
to out
dog.
elements of his mental health. Wonder was forced to relive his trauma in front of the
How much
world
of this
because
money is
Blair,
going to the dog?
in my opinion, either recklessly and carelessly or purposefully and meticulously included them as attempts to attack his character and credibility to lower the needed public standard of evidence so she could pin him as being a mentally unstable ingrate who mistreats his dog. I also made cameo interviews in this video where I spoke on what I witnessed during the time that Wonder was living with Blair and I, giving third-party account to some of the personal stories that Blair made public. My words in this video were in response to Blair's public comments. I will add that as of this video's production, Wonder has not been served by the courts and is currently on the table for dismissal. If he does get served, the GoFundMe will be at his disposal for legal fees as well.
That's probably
this
good,
then
right?
leads to Blair's infamous post
can't be
made
too mad
through
at that.
a YouTube community tab and Twitter on May 26th, speaking on how she intends to clear the false allegations that have surfaced against her. Let's actually take a peek at this real quick. Hey
Okay.
everyone, I'm fully aware of the recent
On
false
Twitter.
allegations that have
On
surfaced.
Twitter. Is this on Twitter? I don't know if it's
I
on
want to
Twitter.
take a moment to publicly state that I am taking these
public
allegations
statement.
seriously, and I'm committed to rectifying this situation promptly and appropriately. I understand the concerns and potential impact that these false allegations have caused. My team and I are actively working behind the scenes to gather all relevant facts. I am committed to transparency and accountability throughout this process. Rest assured that I am taking decisive action to address this situation. I will provide updates and communicate any necessary actions as soon as possible. Thank you to those of you who are standing by me during this challenging time. I will not allow these false allegations to be weaponized as a way to silence my voice. I appreciate your patience and understanding during this challenging time. I am dedicated to upholding my channel's values and delivering on our commitments. I am confident that the truth will prevail.
Her channel's
Sincerely,
values are
Blaze on.
stupid. Plays in the beginning of her videos like, we're here to, what does she say? She says something like, we're here to stop corruption. Her channel's values are to stop corruption, and she's like the most corrupt human being ever. And then that's just like cringy. That's just a cringy thing to say. Like, I'm gonna start a channel that's like against racism. We're gonna go over racist people, and we're gonna go, welcome back to the MeJoeShmoe show, where we fight. Not even that. I want to think of something more like obvious. Obviously, like, yes, of course, like we all don't like that. Kicking babies. Welcome back to the kicking dogs. Welcome back to the MeJoeShmoe show, where we fight against kicking babies. That's bad. We don't kick babies here. Now here's a guy that kicked a baby. Isn't that bad? Isn't that a bad thing that a baby got kicked? Damn, bro. Damn, sis. Stupid.
I would like to note that Blair has been publicly silent on her platform for an entire year on this matter. Blair claimed that false allegations were
Yeah,
being
because she's
weaponized.
smart. Because she's going to court. I don't know why we're hearing about this publicly once it made it to court. I mean, updates are okay, but like, why are we? Like, she talked about him kicking his dog because she's mean.
To silence her voice, but she has, in my opinion, been weaponizing the legal system to silence further criticism of her actions. I too, Blair, am confident the truth will prevail, which is why I'm actually breaking my silence, because I'm exhausted with playing the game your way. This would follow with the very next day, Blair sending out.
Why is the
cease and desist
language
to
so
first Wonder, and then
performative?
later myself, roughly 1
I'm exhausted with playing the game your way. Like,
week later, June 5th. At this point, and up until September of 2023, I would have only made a single Twitter thread, as well as possibly 5 minutes of cameo time in Wonder's video discussing matters which Blair had previously made public. Between the two cease and desists, we would see One Topic release a video discussing his experiences with Sad Milk on June 2nd. His video was made for his audience and acted as more of an open form of communication with those who had questions. It wasn't chock full of screenshots, and he really had nothing to prove.
damn, bro.
We would
Don't
then
kick your
see
mom
the
as a
release of
baby,
Swoop's
bro.
video June 6th, which I
Swoop's
was
good.
barely-
Swoop's good. We love Swoop. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. Swoop's good. Which, guys, if you do find this interesting, you can check out Swoop's video. I'm sure she did a good job with it.
been mentioned in. This will be important for the second part. In the following week, specifically June 14th, 2023 at 9:03 a.m., which I would
My
also like
birthday's
to add
this
that
week.
these were denied by the court, which is why I had never heard of them until very recently. 2 civil protection orders against myself as well as Wonder were filed by Blair. Blair cites general harassment that she had received as grounds for her civil protection against Wonder. Now, I would like to firmly state that if you've ever sent a threat of any kind to Blair, go fuck yourself. I don't want you in my audience or even remotely associated.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. Like, why can't you just say I disavow any harassment towards Blair? I love, like, it's very performative, right? Like, this guy is a Discord mod, we were told by Kira when they were here. It's just funny to me. Like, that's part of why this just tastes bad. Like, this, like, the aftertaste is bad to me personally, because when like, the performative language to me comes across very dishonest. Like, we're putting on a show here. Like guys, if any of you harass this person that we're talking about, go fuck yourself. I do not associate with people who are mean on the internet, and bullying is bad. Like, dude, like, okay, yeah, just like, how about this? I disavow. Don't harass people.
With me. You're selfish and only stroking your own ego, while simultaneously hurting everyone involved. But with that being said, I do want to briefly talk about a few details in the CPO ordered against me, which, again, was denied, where Blair accuses me of beating her dog, Casper. I deeply cared for him.
Now he's beating dogs too. Why is everyone's dog getting fucking beat and kicked and shit? What's going on here?
Find this accusation thrown into a CPO for sympathy from the judge to be revolting. I also, in my personal opinion,
I find the fact that I was accused of kicking a dog revolting. No shit.
Believe that this is further evidence of Blair twisting and manipulating facts, or in some cases, just outright lying.
How dare you accuse me of kicking a dog?
Beating Casper after everything I did for you and him, which, in your own video, Blair, you said it yourself. How much help I provided with Casper. There is more squabble listed within these denied CPOs that are just not worth entertaining at this moment. But if you do have more questions on these, I would like to refer you to Vangelina Scott, as she was able to cover these in full before their removal by the original leaker. Moving on from my personal emotions, the terms of both said CPOs are this. Petitioner requests that this court order to delete all posts X has made to social media since April 23, 2023, pertaining to Sadnote, Petitioner, or her social media platforms. Refrain from posting about Petitioner or her social media content on any of his social media accounts or on the social media accounts of others. Refrain from posting in the comments section of any of Petitioner's social media accounts. Refrain from interacting in any way with Petitioner's
like, she is
social
trying
media
to
posts.
silence these people.
Refrain from encouraging any third party to post in the comments section of Petitioner's social media accounts, or reposting any of Petitioner's original content for any purpose. Refrain from making any videos or media posts about Petitioner. This, in my opinion, was an attempt at a gag order to prevent all future posting on Blair. Specifically, in my opinion, to lay the groundwork for her to begin her lawsuit unopposed with no worry of public retaliation, as well as to prevent any and all future responses from being posted. It is my opinion that Blair had the motives to silence the critics so she could begin her attempt at rewriting the public narrative, the one we will see shortly within the lawsuit. The timeline becomes quiet until July 26th, 2023, where we would see 2 new videos posted about Blair, with their own original stories to tell, one from Cruel World Happy Mind as well as Savannah Marie. Cruel World Happy Mind would detail her alleged experiences with Blair, and how, according to Cruel World Happy Mind, while pregnant, she fell subject to a harassment campaign from Blair. And
while she was pregnant, like, I don't really care. I mean, she shouldn't be harassing fucking pregnant people, but like, I kind of get the gist that she's a shitty person. I kind of picked that up already.
Her eyes actively weaponized a potential loss of pregnancy from how sick the stress made her to silence Madison from Cruel World Happy Mind. Savannah Marie levied accusations of plagiarism, the second person to make this accusation against Blair. Now, this is where my September video partially begins to come into play. Unfortunately, due to the slow crawl of legal processors,
and there was a repair
I would only
thing
be aware
right
of half of Blair's actions at this time. On August 22nd, 2023, Blair began the official proceedings to put my
You can steal my car, dude. I'll get you.
If you are unaware of the details on this, please see my September upload titled Let's Talk Illuminati Drama Update. In this video, I explain the details of how I even ended up in this position. This foreclosure process was based upon a debt that I had accrued with her while we were dating. I had no warning, no notice of behind payments, no communication that this would be happening. Instead, I found out from a realtor who excitedly told me my condition of foreclosure and asked to purchase my home from me. What a way to wake up. To further clarify, as I stated in my September video, I was indeed behind on payments.
Shit on, bitch.
It is my opinion that Blair introduced a payment structure that she knew I would be destined to fall behind on. I, originally, wasn't concerned, as before I foolishly signed those deeds of trust, Blair assured me that the only way she would get her payments was if I paid or if the home was sold. I never took the time to realize that she meant she could sell my home through foreclosure.
Wait,
If I knew it
she
granted her this
owned his
power,
home?
I would have never signed those documents.
Well,
Again,
why would... Wait, dude,
if
what
this
is
is
wrong
all
with
new
you?
information,
What is
please-
wrong with you? So you signed documents with your ex for a home or some shit. I don't actually... I missed that part. I don't really give a fuck either. It's slightly important, but not really, because, like, you're not married, right? Like, I'm not... Like, I... Like... You have falling out with your... Okay, when you're in a relationship, there's always, like, the chance that it doesn't work out, obviously. And people get fucking weird in relationships. You know, anybody who has experience in relationships knows that, like, as good as things are, things can get real weird real fast. And this person is in, like, a relationship and a professional relationship with Illuminaughtii. And now, like, there's a breakup. And, you know, this is, like, the part of it where I keep going, like, okay, like, I get it. Like, yes, like, I'm not saying you don't have anything to complain about. But, like... Then she threatened. Then she told me, then this guy's dog got kicked. Then she said that my dog got kicked. And then, you know, I signed a contract with her or some shit. I had some type of agreement for the house that I was living on. And then we broke up. And then she kicked me out of the house. She sold the house from underneath me. And I shouldn't have signed the documents. And then she took, like, I don't know, like, she sucks. I don't know. It just feels like he's, like, still trying to, like, dig in on her. Like, he's still trying to, like, this person's bad and I'm going to prove it. But at this point has already been, like, thoroughly documented and proven. Why do you need to come out with a video going over every single little minute petty detail on your YouTube channel for a timeline of events? I don't mind, like, making a statement, but, like, I'm sure that you could put together a timeline with your fucking lawyers. You know, this is totally 100%, like, you know, and I'm not even saying it's necessarily wrong, but, like, you know, let's not get it twisted here. This is still, like, an attempt to, like, hurt her reputation in some way, shape, or form, from what I'm able to see. And, you know, that's, like, not supposed to be the narrative of the video. Like, the video is here for, like, just to have a catalog timeline of events. And also, at the end of it, I'm gonna have you know, an agreement here to get us out of the lawsuit, so we don't get stuck in this lawsuit. It's like, if you really wanted your way out of the lawsuit, this is something that should be happening behind the scenes, because when you put public pressure on her, when she already has shown that she doesn't give a fuck, she's already shown that she wants to eat at you, bro. I don't get it. I think you should have talked to her behind the closed doors to end this shit if you really wanted it to end, in my opinion. I think you're more worried about beating her. I think you want to win. I think you want to win something, man. Which, hey, maybe that's the right move. Maybe that's the right move, you know? I feel like everyone here made mistakes. That's not the right answer. That's not the right opinion, I don't feel. I feel like that's, like, the wrong opinion to have. I'm supposed to be like, yeah, get him. Get Illuminaughtii. Fucking get her. Hold on, we're gonna get this guy quick. We're gonna fuck him up. We're gonna fuck this. Stole your bus, bozo. Eat shit, bozo. You just stole this guy's bus, dude. You're a fucking idiot, dude. You're a fucking moron, bro. Hold on, bro. We're stuck, bro. Shit. Hold on, we're gonna get right into this fight with this bus. Battle bus. Is he on top of the bus yet? No, he got scared. I ain't scared. We'll go right into this. Yes. Battle boss. Let's go, dude.
We need to build a wall.
Yes,
It
bro.
has to be built quickly.
Yes, bro. This is pretty badass. Hold on. We're gonna get someone here. It's gonna happen. Oh, shit, he's on the turret. Bus broke. Where is she? Where is he? Oh shit. Hold on. This is heated, bro. This is heated, dude. This is serious. That guy kicked my dog, bro. That guy kicked my dog and sold my house, bro. Hold on, dude. Hold on, dude. This guy kicked my dog and sold my house, bro. It ain't right, bro. We don't kick dogs here, dude. We don't kick dogs here, dude. We do not kick dogs here, man. That's not right, dude. We don't do that. We don't do that shit. We don't do that shit. Whoa. Shit, shit, shit. And then he shot me. And then he pissed in my Cheerios. And then he drank too much. Eat shit, bro. Fuck. Alright, let's let him go. Let's let him continue.
Please go see my September update video. August 29th, 2023, Blair would submit a new set of temporary restraining orders, which were denied, as well as her lawsuit against Felix, Wonder, and myself.
Like, these all feel like children. I don't know. Like, I guess that's part of it, is I've seen people get divorced before in my life. Like, and I just... Even then, it's like... It just feels... that's what it feels like. I don't know how much of this is embellished because of the emotional toll of, like, the intimate relationship that was involved here. I'm sure she's a bitch. Enough people have said so. But, like, that's the whole point of the lawsuit, is she doesn't want you saying that. I don't know.
Defamation and breach of contract. It is of my opinion that Blair timed these events so I could only fight one. The foreclosure or the lawsuit. Not both. I do believe that if I did not speak out against her in April, she would not have put my home through foreclosure proceedings. With these actions timed alongside the lawsuit, it does make me firmly believe, in my opinion, it's retaliatory in nature.
More importantly,
the restraining orders in question were to once more prevent publication of any information on Blair. In this restraining order, Blair directly cites the video I was originally producing as a documentary on her actions as grounds to allow this pseudo-gag order to proceed.
What are you doing?
Quoting this TRO, here, however, plaintiffs' request for relief will cause defendants no harm because they simply must refrain from publishing what is essentially an online op-ed
We're having a
piece,
blast
which
here.
They have admitted will lambast plaintiffs. Should the court deem plaintiffs' claims to be unnecessary, defendants can simply publish their video. Scared of something? Truth being, before we get into more details, Blair could have easily just responded, but the silence and sudden bombardment of legal speaks volumes, Blair. Because please remember, at this point of her filings, I'd only made a public Twitter thread and approximately 5 minutes worth of cameo time in an interview in Wonder's video. I would not be made aware of the lawsuit or legal filings until September 27th, more than a week after my September video was published. I had elected, out of respect for the legal system, to remain silent until now. It's not that I'm lacking respect for it with the publication of this video. I'm lacking respect for Blair and the escapades she's elected to throw into.
I'm lacking respect for
The
Blair.
legal proceedings have been grueling. From a mix of anxiety-laden sleepless nights to curveballs that throw off my entire day. It can be very difficult to live a normal life when every day is filled with stress and anxiety. Every email notification laced with dread. It's exhausting. And
Joe,
this video exists because I'm tired. The lawsuit starts with the service in late September, roughly a week or so after my September upload, specifically September 27th. I would be in and out of calls with my lawyer, going over the facts of the matter, looking over everything I could and providing as much evidence as possible. Unfortunately, I can't
Hunter's
just drop
doing
a
crack again, Joe.
The judge's desk with a solid
I can't wait for this election.
And walk away.
It's gonna be so awesome.
A shame, really. The inner workings for how the legal proceedings have gone so far are mostly publicly documented by the creators previously mentioned. If the time comes, I will explore the full timeline of the lawsuit, including Blair's attempts at settling this lawsuit, grotesquely in her favor.
Grotesquely in her favor.
For
all parties involved. Wait, stop the fucking video. Blair has put out, and he's not giving us the details here, so I don't know, but we now have learned that Blair has reached out to settle out of court. There has been an attempt from Illuminaughtii to settle this, which he, for whatever reason, did not accept. I would love to know what the grotesque terms of the settlement were, that you're going to sit here and then you're going to complain and you're going to moan about how stressful this is and how awful this is and how you don't want to be doing this anymore and how it's stressing you out, ruining your life. And then right after that, be like, maybe one day I will post how Illuminaughtii actually put out to end this out of court, and I said no. Dude, I don't know. I hope it wasn't in the settlement to kick your fucking dog again, right? But like, Like how grotesque, how evil could the settlement terms be? I would imagine, and I'm fucking speaking on a limb here. I'm assuming that the reason that the settlement was no bueno is because it probably had something to. The main thing with it seems like Blair's number one thing here is she wants this out of the public eye. She does not want this to be a public thing that's going to ruin her reputation. So I would assume, based on that knowledge, interpretation of events, that the biggest thing that could have possibly been involved in a settlement proposition was something to the effect of, we're not talking about this publicly anymore. And if that's the case, and the reason that that was turned down is because he wants to be able to continue to talk about this, which the only reason to do that would be to further drive her name into the mud. At that point, I start to lose sympathy, because her reputation is already shot to fucking shit, and you just want more. And I don't know if this is what happened or not, but what could have been so gruesome in the settlement proposition that you had to say no to it? I would love to know. I would love to know. And if it was so gruesome and disgusting, I guess other than maybe some legal bullshit, then why can't we see it? Why can't we see it?
Once you make it to the outro, my reasoning will make sense.
Look,
during the
okay, so we'll wait till the outro, but
proceedings of this lawsuit, H-Bomber Guy would upload not one, but 2 videos covering Blair's prior acts of plagiarism. One being a 40-minute section within a...
What does the plagiarism have to do with a lawsuit that you don't want to be in and you're talking about defamation? How does that affect you? This is just furthering the potential slander, I'd say.
4-hour-long, 20 million view video, as well as an individually uploaded 20-minute video with over 3 million views focusing exclusively on Blair. More people are aware of Blair because of H-Bomber Guy than they are for any of the other drama-related reasons surrounding him.
Okay.
This timeline will
So
be
that's the thing. Like, they're getting sued because they're like defaming her, but there's other people that have defamed her, and it's had a much more meaningful impact on her reputation. That was the point there.
extremely important for the following
To be
chapters.
fair.
Again, I implore all of you to double check, as I was only focusing on videos related to the lawsuit in question, as well as all and any first-party sources. This now leads us to Felix.
Oh.
Through the last 9 months, Felix and I have been wading through the murky waters of a lawsuit Blair has set forth. If you're unfamiliar with the nitty-gritty of the legal proceedings at play and still don't recognize who Felix the Kit Kat is, again, this is a former Discord moderator for Blair turned
Oh my
employee
God,
of
the
Pyramid
Discord
Entertainment,
mods.
the leading plaintiff, in this lawsuit Blair has hoisted us into. As of the time of writing, Felix's motion to dismiss was denied, and he will be proceeding through standard legal proceedings with Blair. I will be going into the specifics of the judge's order shortly, and to firmly clarify, the judge is not connected to or well educated on the YouTube space, nor the drama which has transpired. He is doing his job and acting according to the documents provided in front of him. More on this soon, as the legal system is far more complicated than an episode of Law & Order may lead you to believe. As a reminder, the lawsuit isn't even out of the starting gate. This could turn into an exhausting fight ahead of all of us, and is far from over for those of us who are directly involved. It'll be my purpose here to present Blair's claims against Felix, the counter towards them, and why I feel these claims were created in bad faith, as well as going over why the judge made his ruling the way he did, as, in my opinion, it helps to shine light into Blair's legal strategy at hand. Referring back to the timeline provided earlier, on May 2nd, 2023, YouTuber The Click, a comedy and meme channel, this will be an important distinction for later, produced
that was
his
a big
response to
deal.
the April
I know the click was a big deal. I don't remember exactly what happened. Well, I guess we'll find out.
20th video, Illuminaughtii Exposed, where Blair had levied multiple allegations of misconduct against Click. Click responded to these accusations with a 30-minute response to an 8-minute chapter within Blair's video, thoroughly, in my opinion, clearing his name. I would also like to give the information specifically in this case to Blair and her lawyers that I did not reach out to Felix, nor had contact with Felix since his departure from Pyramid Entertainment LLC until April 24th. Where Felix would initially reach out to me, as seen here. He would later reach out once again, shortly after Blair's public video, where he felt
so
that Blair had
excited for the election, dude. The
retold
memes are gonna
events,
be
as
awesome.
Felix was a direct witness to what had transpired with Click. Felix, of his own volition, wanted to help set the record straight on information unrelated to the operations of Pyramid Entertainment LLC. Within Click's video, the final chapter includes screenshots from a redacted individual. This individual in question was Felix the Kit Kat. In these screenshots, Felix provides...
Dude, imagine being a court and be like, Your Honor, as you can clearly see in this video by Felix the Kit Kat, Blair is guilty of kicking OzMedia's dog. Dude, it's just funny. It's so funny to me. I don't know. Not the Illuminati being a jerk shit, but like, I just feel like everybody here is like a little bit goofy and weird in their own little way, and then you bring that into the world of like legal, like there's a lawsuit, we're in court, and shit just gets so silly, man.
Documentation of Blair offering him $200 to sift through prior Sad Milk recordings to find evidence of Click using the R word. These screenshots in question are what Blair is suing for defamation, as well as breach of contract. What is not included within this lawsuit, however, is the screenshot evidence provided by Felix of Blair owning the alt account that was created to harass Click, as well as his cohorts in 2020. Take this information as you will. Blair is willing to sue over a DM showing her paying one of her, at the time, Discord moderators $200 to dig up dirt on a prior collaborator.
So like, I keep hearing all these instances where he's like, I don't know if this is like to prove that he's not defaming her because like she actually is a bad person, right? But like, he keeps bringing up these instances of like her being like a jerk. Like, so you go to court, and I don't know the specifics of the lawsuit, right? But you go to court, and you're like, you see, Your Honor, she paid this person to go through the Discord logs and discover instances of this other person saying the R word. So what you prove there is like the person is a jerk, right? You prove that Illuminati's like a petty person. And then I would love to know how that, and I don't know, I would love to know how that affects the specific terms of the lawsuit. I would love to know how that affects the specific allegations where you're defaming her, right? It's like, you see, she is an asshole, Your Honor. Case closed. Like, I don't know. I'm not Roketa. I don't do enough drugs to be a lawyer, but like, it just seems so petty. The whole thing seems petty. Illuminati, everyone here seems petty. I would back down. I'd be like, listen, all right, I'm done with this shit. I made my video. I said my piece. You want me to stop talking about it and we'll drop the lawsuit? Fine by me. You know what I mean?
But Blair is not suing about the disclosure of information about owning an alt account to harass other YouTubers. Take that as you will. The claims against Felix the Kit Kat listed within the lawsuit are as follows. If you want the drama attached to the individual filings, you can visit Madcaster's channel where he's broken down each filing for the layman, as well as Vangelina Skov and more recently Tamimi. Up first, as claims against Felix, whose full name will be censored using orange. Defendant Felix is a former employee of plaintiffs. As a note, his employment began at or around the time of May 5th, 2021. As disclosed in the factual allegation number 18, Blair states, defendant Felix signed a confidentiality agreement on May 5th.
That's another thing. So I'm like sitting here, I'm thinking about this. Another guy who gets sued all the time is Ethan Klein, H3, right? But here's the deal. When he had that lawsuit, multiple lawsuits with Ryan Kavanaugh, the one, Ryan Kavanaugh was like, we won't sue, but you have to read this on your podcast. And it was like, I forget the specifics, but it was something to the effect of like, wow, Ryan Kavanaugh is actually a really great guy, and I was so wrong about everything I said about him, and like a bunch of bullshit, right? And then Ethan said, no, pound sand, we're going to court. But the difference there to me personally, is that afterwards Ethan isn't like, I just can't stand this, bro. Oh man, this is so bad. Oh, you're so mean, Ryan Cav. No, he's like, I love court. Let's go. You don't know who you're fucking with. I'll go to court with you all day. You know, it's like, then like this guy's like, oh man, like he's continuing on with the parade a little bit here. And then he's like, I just want it to be over. Like, do you really? Because she gave you an out, it sounds, and you didn't like the terms, which we haven't heard the terms, but I'd love to know what they were. I'd love to know it was so awful that you couldn't take them. It's interesting. Eat shit, bro.
5th, 2021, signed the Felix Agreement, which all employees are required to sign as a condition of employment, 63. Felix is in violation of this Felix agreement by turning over private messages between himself and Blair to another YouTuber, Mark Drek, to exploit in a YouTube video made to slander plaintiffs. This video is available at the YouTube link and is titled Illuminati and Sadno. The video was not produced, as Blair stated, to slander plaintiffs. This video, made by Click, was in self-defense from Blair. Felix came to the aid of someone defending themselves. What Blair has done in this lawsuit is completely remove any and all instances or references of her public statements to make it appear as though any attack against her is slanderous. Please recall the previous removal of factual allegation 34 from the prior version of the lawsuit. Again, 34. Regarding the false accusations listed above, Blair made one public post, attempting to debunk the misinformation. She has not publicly addressed this situation further in an attempt to de-escalate it. Once more,
and she hasn't. And I would have to say it's probably going to make these guys look really bad, because Blair has gone out of her way to take this out of the public spotlight, and even is making a point to bring that up in these filings that we're listening to right now. So to me, like, if I'm like a judge, right, and I'm like old and dumb and I probably should be in a retirement home, and I'm listening to all of this shit go down, it's like, well, Blair shut the fuck up and wanted to handle things behind the scenes, and then these people kept making YouTube videos about it. And that's just to the wrong person, that's just not going to look good. I hate to say it, but it's not going to look good. All right? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's a defamation case where the defendant is like making a point to bring up, like, I to avoid this getting further, I stopped talking about it publicly, but they just kept going, and then they keep going after her reputation has already been, for anybody of meaningful, like, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that don't realize that Blair sucks, but there's also people out there that don't care that Blair sucks, right? Illuminati sucks. I think that you've already maxed out your potential, like, of people that are going to give a fuck knowing that Blair sucks. Her numbers are down. She's down in the algorithm. She's not making as many views per video anymore. You know, I don't know. It just all seems kind of silly to me.
Within the lawsuit, the screenshot in question happened November 10th, 2020. Nearly 7 months before Felix's employment under Pyramid Entertainment. The NDA should not cover private messages unrelated to Pyramid LLC.
I don't know if that's true. And I'm saying I don't know if that's true. I'm familiar with NDAs. I've signed quite a few. I've signed more I'm currently underneath more NDAs than I would like to be, okay? I'm currently under several NDAs, non-disclosure agreements, okay? And I've gone into offices and we've discussed the NDAs and how they're going to be enforced and like what, like, dude, if just because I'm privately talking about something that I know would technically fall under the NDA, I don't think, if I'm privately discussing something, I'm being careful right now because I'm under some fucking NDAs, all right? But like, all I know is anything that has to do with anything near an NDA that I'm currently under, okay, I'm just not going to talk about it, okay? I'm not going to, it's hard to speak. It's hard to even speak about it because why would you even fuck with that? You signed the NDA, bro. It's up to court, really. That's what I understand about the NDAs. It's like up to the interpretation of the court to, like, of the NDA to the lawyers in the court and all that shit, right? So for you to sit here and like be like, this is not enforceable under the NDA. Well, we'll see what the fucking judge thinks about that, bro. Like, NDAs are crazy, dude. I hate them. NDAs suck, dude. I'm under too many NDAs.
Appears to me that Blair is attempting to claim that every conversation she has ever had with an employee throughout all of time, even matters unrelated to Pyramid Entertainment, are under NDA.
I'd have to read the fucking NDA, dude. I'm not following you onto the NDA thing. NDAs are bullshit, okay? I've signed some pretty fucked up NDAs, okay? Like there's bullshit in those NDAs. I hear you. I can sympathize with the frustration of being under an NDA and it's like bullshit and you're mad that you can't do this or say that because of the NDA. But like, it sucks to fucking suck, bro. You signed it. That doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it fair. But like that does not go under the NDA. All right. We'll see about that. We'll see about that.
These DMs were in specific relation to a group collaboration channel known as Sad Milk, which included the likes of Damian Lee, Flinders, Hi I'm Wonder, One Topic, The Click, Salty, and myself, and of course Blair. Sad Milk is operated as a different corporate entity with its own
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I currently work for a different company than I have an NDA under. All right, but they're in the same business. They're in the same market. So if I were to start to like say things about how the other company does things or stuff, so, you know, something to that effect or anything in relation to the other company, I mean, I think it's in my NDA. I'm not allowed to speak. The one NDA I have even says, like, if I were to leave that company, I'm not even allowed to speak to anybody that was affiliated with that company anymore. So like, I've sat down with lawyers and gone over my NDAs. So I am getting a little like, okay, like I'd like to read your NDA. I'd like to read your NDA. Okay. Because you're sitting here and you're acting like, oh, these are definitely 100% not part of the NDAs. I don't know about that. Okay.
distinct EIN, known as Wet Sox LLC, which is a sibling.
Okay, so you're proving that these conversations happened while everyone was like working in affiliate with another LLC. But if you still have an NDA with another entity that is specifically telling you to not discuss X, Y, and Z, and you go to the other entity, discuss X, Y, and Z, you're still in violation of the first NDA. You're still in violation of the NDA. Doesn't have to be fair. It sucks to suck. I don't know what to tell you. I can sympathize. But like, yeah.
If any argument were to be made about this being work contributed by Felix, the actions taken were not in service to Pyramid Entertainment, but instead Wet Sox LLC. However,
doesn't matter.
There was no employment contract or NDA attached to these actions in service to Wet Sox. The files in question are related to old audio recordings of Sad Milk videos, not Pyramid. It is also important to point out that these actions in question were not, to my knowledge, normal company practice to specifically target employees who were low on money to dig up dirt on prior collaborators of Blair's. Then to pay said employee with a PayPal transaction. To further add, Click was contracted talent for Wet Sox LLC, as Blair herself demonstrated at 11:14 in her own video, where she briefly shows on screen the Sad Milk Entertainment contract, which she refers to as the agreement. I would also like to add that if this was official company business, there should be a document.
It doesn't have to matter. I haven't seen the NDA, but why do we keep going back to this is official company business, not official company business? I don't care if you're at a bar. If I'm at a bar and a competitor comes in and I start saying shit that I know is underneath or I don't even know. I don't even have to know. I start talking shit that I'm not allowed to say underneath an NDA. It doesn't matter that I was currently not on the clock for said company. It all depends on what the NDA said and the specifics of the NDA agreement. Okay, the non-disclosure agreement. I would have to see all the shit you're referring to before I'm going to sit here and nod my head with you and be like, oh yeah, dude, that's bullshit. That's not under the NDA. I don't know what's under the NDA. I don't know. I've seen fucking dude. Oh man, I feel like yeah, dude. Don't become a internet famous before you're 26. Don't do it, man. You get weird, bro.
Specific documentation to show the payments to Felix are properly documented for specifically Pyramid Entertainment. After talking with Felix and being shown his TurboTax filing from 2020, I can confidently state neither this 1099 nor any form of company documentation exists to specify this payment as being directly in service of Pyramid Entertainment. As of this time, we only have a PayPal transfer listed as video review. Mind you, there are no PayPal transfer fees attached to this amount. PayPal takes a fee for business-related transactions. This can range widely, but the common fee for a company transfer is 3.49% with an additional 49 cents per transaction. This means that this transaction is most likely listed internally with PayPal as a friends and family transfer, as before July 28th, 2022, it was possible for a business PayPal account to send money via a friends and family transfer. This transfer was made in November of 2020, nearly 2 years before this policy change occurred. To me, in my opinion, based on the evidence I have in front of me, this appears to be an under-the-table task assigned to him with no documentation of how that money was categorized, with the payment being labeled within PayPal as friends and family, similar to paying your neighbor's kid to mow the lawn. And on top of that, the assignment was specifically in service to Wet Sox, not Pyramid Entertainment LLC, and specifically involved prior contractors, Click, of Wet Sox LLC, not Pyramid Entertainment. In my eyes, I see this as Blair retroactively changing the events of 2020 to fit her narrative within the lawsuit. The simple truth is, this conversation was held November of 2020, and he was hired May of 2021. Blair is trying to claim that these were company communications and has framed it as such to make the lawsuit stick. Factual claim 64. Regarding these messages,
Is he trying to say that he was... It depends on the fucking NDA. It depends on the fucking NDA. Because, like, I have an NDA that if I leave part of an NDA that I have signed is, like, if you leave this company for this amount of time after you leave the company, you are not allowed to speak about these things. So, like, if something new and fancy happens at company A, and I've left company A to go to company B, and I'm at company B for 2 years, but the terms of the NDA go for 3 years, and something new happens at company A, and I have a guy in there that tells me about it,
Defendant
and I
Felix
squeal about it,
selectively
I'm still in
picked
violation of the NDA. So, like, you can say anything you want, but until I see this NDA, you're bringing up this NDA like it's being, like, misused. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen the NDA. I haven't read the NDA. NDAs suck, man. They do. You could...
to create the appearance that Blair made statements that she did not. He thereby created a false narrative that was damaging to the plaintiffs. Felix, when the lawsuit was served to him, more on why that's on air quotes later, posted on Twitter informing the public of his circumstance, while also providing the full context of the screenshot in question, which provides no room to argue for cherry picking, as Blair has argued in her suit. Blair does later in this suit confirm the validity of these screenshots by stating she cross-referenced them in her own DMs. But in my opinion, the full context here makes her look worse. These messages were provided to help clear a former collaborator's name of accusations brought against him by Blair. Here's the full context for those DMs. Blair sending a message at 11/10/2020, 8:57 p.m. Hey, are you still short on rent? Rent, no electric, and phone. Yes, I am at -$2 right now.
Why are all these people so fucking broke, dude? I'm so sick of people in, like, the online... I don't know who this is. Who is this? Felix the Cat. I'm so sick of these people in content creation, like, in media, like, not getting fucking jobs and being fucking broke, and then, like, crying about being fucking broke, which... I don't know. I guess he's not crying about being broke. These are, like, personal DMs. But, like, dude, like, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't think it's that fucking hard to go out and get a fucking job. I don't get it. I guess it's a bit of a side point, but it's just annoying to me. It's like that last guy with the Wendigoon drama. He's like, I couldn't make rent this month because people don't like my videos because I made a really bad video about The Hills Have Eyes. It's like, okay, then get a job. Like that. That's like if I tell him to get a job, it's like I'm being an asshole, and that's not a reasonable suggestion. It's like, I'm broke because I'm not making enough money on YouTube, Joe. Okay, well, you should probably go get a job. They clutch their pearls. It's like the worst thing in the world. It's like the worst thing. They don't want to work. They don't want to work, dude.
No idea what I'm going to do for lunch tomorrow, but I'm at the, fuck it, I'll figure it out phase of my life. Blair.
Can't eat. Can't fucking eat. Can't eat. Can't eat. I don't even know what I'm going to do for lunch tomorrow. Can't eat. I don't know. Go get a job. Go get a job, dude. I don't know who this person is, but this wouldn't be the first time I'm, like, listening to someone online. It's like internet online creators that complain about money. It's like, well, go get a job.
But it's a little tedious. I mean, my life is nothing but tedium, so I can do it. I need you to work with blank to help me find clicks saying the R slur in Sad Milk's raw audio. I can do that. Let me get a shower and I'll be down. She claims he said it in a Sad Milk video, but I can't remember which one, and she's over her head with shit. I'll pay you $200 to find it. Yep, just hand me the files and I can get started. $200 will help quite a bit. The portion redacted here is a link to a Google Drive. There's that file and a file in the file.
Imagine being so fucking broke that you have to get, that you accept, you sit there and you find, you're so broke that someone offers you $200 to go through some petty bullshit. Like, who gives a shit? Who gives a fuck? Like, honestly, he said the R slur. Who cares? So that's like such petty bullshit, dude. I couldn't imagine being so broke that someone comes up to me and they're like, yo, Joe, you need money? You need money? See, the YouTube channel's only getting 80 views a video. See, you're doing bad, bro. Do you need a little bit of money, bro? I'll be like, yeah, man. I'm broke, dude. What do you got for me? I need you to go through this file. It's like hours and hours of audio files, raw audio, okay? I need you to find the clip of this guy saying the R slur. We're gonna get him. We're gonna pwn him. Okay, bro, I'll do it. Send the clip over. I'll get you that, bro. It's like I don't know. Maybe that's a big deal to that person. They feel like they're doing something virtuous, but to me, it's just like petty fucking bullshit. It's like I would not get involved. I'd be like, throw that shit out, bro. I'll walk down the road and I'll mow somebody's fucking lawn. All right, I'll mow a couple lawns today. I'm not getting involved with your fucking witch hunt.
Most will have Discord calls, and I think it happened within the first 10 minutes. I'll check the whole recording to be sure, so I'm looking at all 4 folders. Just go.
And then what? Did Felix the Cat also come out against Blair after agreeing to do this petty bullshit for her?
The very next day, Felix would receive payment from Blair for, quote, video review, end quote. As a reminder, within Click's video, this was the screenshot originally shown. Now, the next few sections are nearly 50 points down the line and highly segregated as we enter into her claims of relief. The other skip points involve myself as well as Wonder, who was never formally served in this lawsuit. Starting with the 7th claim of relief, defamation per quad, as to defendant Felix. 108. Blair and Pyramid hereby incorporate the previous paragraphs by reference as though each were fully set forth therein. 109. On or about May 2nd, 2023, defendant Felix published a public Twitter X post from one of his Twitter X accounts, @FelixTheKitKat. Now, I believe this is a clerical error, as Felix did not tweet on any of the days surrounding May 2nd. I believe Blair is referring to this tweet in question, made November 23rd of 2023.
Imagine being in court, dude.
This statement...
Your Honor! Your Honor! What is it? What is it? Objection, Your Honor! The tweet in question was not by Felix the Cat, but was on McSkippity Blue Blah the Third, his Twitter account. Clerical error, but an error nonetheless. Like, dude. And the judge is sitting there just like, Jesus fucking Christ. He's sitting there in his head like, I hope I'm not behind on the mortgage this month. I wonder how my 401k is doing. To talk to my accountant over my stock portfolio. And then they're like, we're reviewing the tweets from Sissy McFluff's Twitter account.
Implies that Blair committed the tort of abuse of process.
I'm an adult.
A,
take me seriously.
An ulterior motive for the use of a judicial proceeding to retaliate for defendant Felix's post-employment actions. B, the willful use of legal proceedings in an improper manner.
It's like one step up from getting like sued over a fucking Call of Duty fucking like shit talking session.
Trying to force a default judgment without properly serving defendant Felix. C. Damages. An impending default judgment against defendant Felix. 111. These statements are false, and defendant Felix made the statement with negligent disregard for its falsity. Process server, redacted, signed a declaration that she served defendant Felix on September 26, 2023 at his place of abode, handing the required legal documents to an individual matching defendant Felix's physical description. Felix was never directly handed papers. Instead, the papers were delivered by mail to an address he lives 2 hours away from, at a claimed time while he was just getting off of work. 2 hours away from the stated address. The papers were never formally handed to Felix. Felix's sister found an envelope in the mail with regular US postage labeled to Felix on or around October 6th. This directly opposes the processor's claim of directly handing it to Felix.
I think that is a thing, right? You gotta actually... If what he's saying true, then yeah, that is bullshit. Like legally, like the legal system's fucked here. His sister found it in a mailbox. They're saying his sister found it in a mailbox, but the paperwork here is stating that like they even have to give a description. Like to serve someone papers, you even have to give a description in the paperwork. It would appear. And if what this is true, I mean, I don't know. It's all petty fucking nonsense if you ask me, but that is bullshit. That is bullshit. What does it say? Summon, oh god, come on. By personally delivering, yeah, it says, I declare under penalty of perjury that I am 18 years old and not a party to the action of that beloved 27th with the name defendant blind, unusual. So I declare under penalty of law. Personal service. By personally delivering, I personally delivered one copy to the below listed documents to the name of defendant. Documents saved. Summons, complaints, district. So these are what they got delivered. Description of the person for whom the so it's important. Like, I don't know, honestly, the declaration of service, I really don't know. But it would appear it is very important that these were directly delivered to the person, as it is even part of the paperwork to disclose a physical description of the person to which the papers were served. That's bullshit, man. Legal stuff is scary, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm trying to hit me with a fucking lawsuit, I'm getting the fuck out of that shit. I don't want anything to do with a lawsuit. Shit gets weird, man.
What I find interesting is that this appeared in a mailbox with postage and was within a standard mailing period from September 26th. Yet, there are claims of this being handed directly to Felix. These papers would have been delivered to Felix's stepfather's home within the official legal filing September 27, 2023 at 6:40 p.m. This address is not his usual place of abode, which is even distinguished, despite the redactions I've made, by not being the address given for Felix in the very lawsuit Blair filed. At the time of delivery, Felix would need to drive nearly 150 miles an hour directly after his shift at
Okay,
work
we get
to
it. It didn't, dude. You sold it to me. You sold it to me, dude. All right, he didn't fucking do it. He didn't do it. All right, we're skipping that. You're
get a
starting.
default judgment against Felix comes from the fact that after the service attempt, nearly every day afterwards, Felix would check in with the Colorado courts for an official proof of service to be filed, so he could begin his legal battle. However, proof of service was not filed until after the time required for Felix to respond. When papers are served, a response is due within 21 days, but 35 days for out-of-state parties, within Colorado after service. So this would have been either October 31st or November 1st, depending on if the day of service counts towards the allotted time. Proof of service was not filed with the courts until November 17th, more than 2 weeks after, meaning that Felix would have defaulted. Even my lawyer was caught off guard by these actions. Plaintiff's attorneys filed a proof of service on Felix today. The service was back in September. Not sure why they're just filing the proof today. Felix's answer should have been filed by the end of October based on the service date. Allegation 112. Defendant Felix's statement caused special damages as evident by the fact that plaintiff's revenue from
funny.
videos dropped by more than 95% after defendant's tweet/X was published, from $74,646 in the period of November 23, 2022, December 23, 2022, to $2,751.72 during that same period a year later. Blair is listing a drop of revenue from a specific date period and ignoring the fact that her revenue had begun to decline far before then. The official
take that
date,
to court.
April 20th, 2023,
I don't know. I guess
is when
this
we
is
can see
fun.
the first damage
This is
being
starting
done.
to get good. This is starting to get good. I'll admit it. I'm starting to get pulled into it. Because this is examples of like I've had my criticisms of the video, but this is interesting to see like the specific like it's starting to pull me in because like she sucks. Illuminati sucks. Okay, I think that's been proven. That's kind of like I feel like it's redundant to make a video again and again and again and again and again about it. I'm not sure what you're still trying to prove. I think everybody kind of already gets it's gonna get that Illuminati sucks, but it is interesting to get like a glimpse behind here of like seeing how fucked things actually are. Like Illuminati's lawyers are sending out papers. They're serving papers allegedly under false pretenses. Illuminati subgrowth. They're actually bringing the channel's reduction in performance, and they're actually like blaming this on specific people and suing them. For like I forget what they're suing them in regards to the channel's performance dipping after making public statements that negatively, painted her in a negative light. It is kind of interesting to see how vindictive and, cynical this person is behind the scenes. It is kind of interesting.
Onto her subscriber count. This is also the day she levied accusations against Legal Eagle. And then, of course, following her upload of the Illuminati exposed video,
But it's so
the
stupid.
viewership damage
Like if I post on Twitter that McDonald's served me a really shitty cheeseburger and then their revenue drops, can they sue me? Is that what this means?
is fairly
Petty
evident,
fucking bullshit.
especially in the following weeks where she saw a rapid decline. I find it to be personally dishonest to claim that Felix's GoFundMe tweet was responsible for the drop in revenue reported, as
It probably
there
wasn't.
had been a long-standing consistent drop of revenue for each month prior. Not to mention, of course, in that date range, this includes the H-Bomber Guy videos, which had a collective 23
Why are we
million
suing?
views between
Why aren't we
the
suing H Bomber Guy? Why are these guys getting sued and H Bomber Guy's fine when he probably had the most
two of them.
meaningful impact on everything? Fuck. Flew away. He smashed my car and flew away. What a jerk. We're gonna get him. Hold on. I'm not leaving this one lying down. Where you at, bitch? Where you at? Where you at, dude? Fuck. Oh, shit. Shit, shit. Shitski, dude. Fuck! Alright.
113. Blair suffered non-economic and special damages, as explained in paragraph 112 of the complaint, as a result of defendant Felix's publications in an amount to be proven at trial. I can only assume this is her talking about the general backlash and emotional turmoil this situation has thrown her into. Again, as I'm sure I'll be saying this thousands of times, if you send threats of any kind towards Blair...
Yes. Do not pick on people.
Displayed a redacted screenshot of a Discord conversation. 117. Upon information and belief, the relevant redacted portions obscured the username Felix the Kit Kat, the username of defendant Felix. 118. Upon information and belief, click is Mark Drek. It's actually Mark Deck, and he's pretty public with this. It's the name of his public music channel after all. 119. Blair asked Felix to find Mark Drek saying the R slur in Sad Milk's raw audio. 120. Defendant Felix then asserts that Blair, though she
Master
publicly
Chief.
disapproves of the R slur, uses it in private. 121. This statement carries a defamatory meaning because it implies that Blair is both a hypocrite and a bigot. Her words, not mine. 122. Defendant Felix published this statement with negligent
Her words, not mine. I'm not calling you a bigot. That was you.
disregard for its truthfulness because he concedes that he has no proof to substantiate his claim. In 2020, Blair had revealed to me that she had used a service to scrub her Twitter of all and any inappropriate or cancelable language that she may have tweeted. Evidence of this can actually be found by the fact that there's a massive removal of tweets on a single day shown by her Social Blade. I had to purchase a Social Blade premium subscription to get this data down to the day as shown. However, as I've come to learn,
I should buy that.
service that Blair used to mass delete tweets doesn't scan media or screenshots.
Ooh.
Blair famously went after Click for using the R word 14 years ago. Blair at one point has stated that the word has never been in her vocabulary and that even with 10 years of time, it's inexcusable that he would use this word, despite this being his second language and being the early 2010s and America's cultural exports use this word frequently. Family Guy, South Park, Black Eyed Peas. Blair can be seen in this using the exact word in question that she condemns and damns others for using. Only 3 years prior to her stating that word was never in my vocabulary. According to Blair, even 10 years is inexcusable.
That's insane, bro. He fucking got her, dude. Fucking. He got her, dude. She said the R slur.
Link to the tweet below at the bottom of the description. One of the reasons Blair is suing Felix is for defamation because of a DM where he claimed that Blair has used the R word in private. Well, here she is using it in public as an insult. Now, personally, I'd like to keep the
to
R
be
word
fair,
discourse out of it.
this is all
The
petty
main
as
focus
shit,
here
but
is
yeah,
the
you got her.
hypocrisy at play because it's plain as day. I actually think that Blair's lawyer put it best. Because implies that Blair is both a hypocrite and a bigot. 123. Defendant Felix's statements caused special damages as evident by the fact that plaintiff's revenue from videos dropped by about 50% after defendant Felix's defamatory statements were published in the Illuminaughtii and Sad Milk video from $37,981 in the period of May 2nd to June 1st, 2022 to $19,274.85 during that same period a year later. 124. Blair suffered non-economic and special damages, as explained in paragraph 123 of the complaint, as a result of defendant Felix's publications in an amount to be proved at trial. The economic damages in question, again, are not solely caused by Felix providing those screenshots. Blair is seemingly electing to avoid mentioning that at this time. There are far more factors at play. Thankfully, the timeline provided earlier helps cleanly spell this out for any parties watching who are unfamiliar. The only way that I can read Blair's current filings, in my view, is that Blair appears to be purposely misleading the judge to try and paint the situation of her being unjustly attacked for no reason, and excluding any mention that she was in fact the initial aggressor.
Yeah, she's a cry bully. She's a cry bully. Always
This
playing
brings
shit
me to
behind the
present where we are
scenes,
now.
it seems.
After Felix submitting a motion to dismiss, which argues that the lawsuit should be essentially tossed, the judge ruled in Blair's favor for the lawsuit to continue.
Ooh.
Matt Catster has some great videos diving into this and going over each party's arguments. I don't think we have the time to sit down and go through the nearly 20 plus pages of documents arguing case law in relation to this suit just for Felix.
Well,
I will point out though, from what I could see, Felix's lawyer took the route of trying to argue the claims itself and the legal standing, as I'm unsure if, at this phase of the suit, if facts can be presented in argumentation of a case's legitimacy, as both defendant parties, mine included, have forgone including the nitty-gritty facts of the matter and instead focused on tackling the claims on their merit to stand on their own and utilizing case law on the matter to challenge the arguments at play. However, it seems that Blair was able to eke out a temporary victory with her presentation of the claims. First and foremost, the judge is following procedure as his duties describe according to Colorado law, which outlines that plaintiffs be given, in my opinion for this specific case in question, an unreasonable amount of benefit of the doubt. Even if Blair has a fraction of a percent of a chance for her claims to prevail, the courts must hear
Yo, I
them
just
out
stole that guy's
beyond a
shit.
motion
It's
to
funny.
dismiss. This is my understanding of the law that the judge has put as his reasoning, which, while frustrating, I understand. This is not the judge blatantly siding with Blair, this is him doing his job. As quoting, dismissing a complaint only if it appeared beyond a doubt that the plaintiff could prove no set of facts that would entitle him or her to relief, the trial court still accepts all allegations in the complaint as true and views them in the light most favorable to the plaintiff. However, facts pleaded as legal conclusions, i.e. boilerplate or conclusory allegations, such as those that merely repeat the statutory language, are no longer entitled to the presumption that they are true. They must be supported by specific factual allegations sufficient to raise the right to relief above the speculative level. Simply asserting a legal conclusion, bereft of any supporting factual allegations, does not state a plausible claim for relief. Viewing the amended complaint in the light most favorable to the plaintiff, the court accepts that the portion of the YouTube video referenced in paragraph 63 and 64 of the complaint is the same as the one displayed via screenshots in paragraph 116 to 20, which has the same link. It shows Blair instructing her employee, Felix, to help me find Click, a former employee and now competing YouTuber, saying the R slur in Sad Milk's raw audio, and offering to pay him $200 to find it. Sad Milk is a YouTube channel created and managed by plaintiff Pyramid AMC Para 10.
Who cares?
So, as we've discussed, and a quick rundown, Felix was not an employee at the time. The work was not done for
All right,
Pyramid.
are we still on the NDA shit? Because the fact that you were not working for this person or where the person was working does not fucking matter, dude. I'd have to read the NDA. NDAs can be very specific over
The income provided was
super dumb
The
shit.
work was done for a
Believe
separate
me, I
LLC
know.
entirely. If she
I'm under
so
several of
chooses
them.
to argue
Several.
that line of thought. Click was also never an employee. If he was, why isn't he being sued? I'm going to show an excerpt from the second claim of relief, which mostly pertains to himself, which is why it isn't fully delved into earlier. However, it reads as follows. 73. Upon information and belief, defendant is in breach of these arguments by sharing screenshots of company communications with defendant Oz, intending that he use the screenshots as part of a campaign to damage plaintiff's reputation as stated above in paragraph 63, Illuminati and Sad Milk at 2413. Defendant Felix has further established his intent to post additional content which will harm plaintiffs in a devastating manner. Blair within this lawsuit is specifically painting these communications as being directly related to company communications, when they were not. I also did not organize a defamation campaign against Blair. She threw the mud first. The judge continues.
she threw the
viewing
mud
amended
first.
complaint in the light most favorable to the plaintiff, these allegations
Gonna
arguably
die.
state plausible claims for breach of both the NDA and the Felix Agreement. They arguably state a plausible claim for breach of the NDA in that they plausibly allege that Felix, without permission, shared with a third party Pyramid information about company operations, as well as information regarding an individual's involvement in Pyramid operations. They likewise arguably state a plausible claim for breach of the Felix Agreement. They allege that Felix, without permission, shared with a third party confidential information for the benefit of a third party. The confidential information disclosed is not, as Felix's counsel suggests, that Blair uses the R slur in private. That would be a private private
my
matter rather
God.
than the company business. Rather,
This
the
is such
potentially
petty
actionable
fucking drama
conduct by
nonsense.
Felix was his disclosure of internal company messages and operations, namely that Blair is instructing her employee to find potentially damaging information about a competing YouTuber. Click. That the information about internal company messages and operations was allegedly disclosed through co-defendant and fellow employee Oz to Click for use against Pyramid and Blair. I would like to reaffirm that Blair did state in points 120 and 121 that she uses it in private is a defamatory claim. It is my assumption that because of how much information is thrown around in the complaints, whether purposely or accidentally, has led to it being harder for all parties to follow her cattywampus timeline of misery.
Cattywampus?
With everything else to argue,
This is
and
just
from what I
blatantly
could see, did not
cattywampus,
assert
Your Honor.
Felix was not involved with Pyramid at this time. This is not a knock
Who
against
the
Felix's
fuck
counsel,
talks like
only
that?
an observation to help explain more factors which would have left the judge to provide his ruling. Also, again,
need to
Felix
build
provided
a
evidence
wall.
to counter a, in my opinion, false narrative Blair was spreading about a prior colleague. Felix reached out to me. Felix was slated for an interview in my original video, and I can only assume Blair pieced this together and would be paranoid about the information he had to tell, leading him to be directly included to the lawsuit as an attempt to muzzle him in what he had to say. This is a personal theory of mine that I have come to due to the facts that are in front of me. If this were false, she could easily prove the public narrative wrong. Instead, she's opted to take the legal route in an attempt to use her finances to crush her opposition. What I also
Just this is a personal narrative that I have concocted. I hate that. You're painting a picture. You are. You're painting a picture. I mean, I get the legalese. But you're already in the shitter, right? I don't know. I mean, I gotta stop saying that. It's such a verbal crutch of mine. But like, and when I make a video, I will, like, in my opinion, this is what I think about that, okay? But I'll be talking about like something dumb and silly, and like I don't care, and like, you know, it's like, in my opinion, this sucks, and this is the evidence I've presented, right? But this guy's going to like court, and he's making these videos, and he's sitting here like, in my opinion, like, I don't know. In my opinion, this is what I think of this. Like, you're trying to paint a picture. I don't know, which is like, I don't know if that's bad or not. I just feel like the way he comes off is just weird. The whole thing is weird. The whole situation is weird, and they all seem to just like be like immature, and it's weird.
Than what she
And they've gotten like too much money too young. They've all gotten too much success too young, and now it's like a high school level fucking drama spout that's gone to court because there's lots and lots of money involved. But it's not just the money. It's that this guy was dating this girl, and this girl kicked this guy's dog and shit. It's like, I don't get. This is why I've avoided it. Every time I would start to look into this, I would just like roll my eyes at it. Like, I feel like I'm listening to like a bunch of people in the cafeteria at my high school talk about some bullshit. I don't feel like I'm talking to like I'm listening to someone talk about a fucking like actual like legal dispute, like they're going to court. When you can't go to the school counselor, you just go to court when you're an adult.
It's fine when she puts others under the microscope, but
Blair would be that person too. Like, I bet you, based on everything I'm seeing in this video, she would be like the person that like when like she would like bully someone at school, right? And then when the person like starts to like get back at her and kids are starting to be mean to her, then she goes to the school counselor and like rats everybody out. That's the vibe I get here.
Same to her, even for her actions
All very
outside
immature.
of Pyramid, which wouldn't be covered under NDA. Blair instructing her employee to find potentially damaging information about a competing YouTuber, Click. That information about internal company messages and operations was allegedly disclosed through co-defendant and fellow employee Oz to Click
Well, this
for
is a
use
laser
against
rifle from
Pyramid and
Fallout.
Blair. While disclosing
Just
such
realized
party
that.
information to a competitor may not be a violation of the Uniform Trade Secrets Act, it could plausibly be a violation of the agreements that Felix signed as it disclosed to a competitor the internal operations of a company whose business arguably involved trolling for clicks and bringing down its competitors. As the complaint alleges, large amounts of money were at stake. This shows that the judge is under the impression, due to the information that Blair provided, Felix was an employee at this time, despite the evidence we discussed prior. The judge is under the impression that Click was a competing YouTuber. This is why I stressed his content type being comedy and memes, as well as him being a prior colleague of Blair's. Click is not a direct competitor and does not.
Oh, fucking stop. They make different types of content, but they're on the same platform. I mean, we're really splicing hairs here, huh? I'm not. Are all YouTubers not in competition for views on the platform of on the pool of impressions, right? So like, well, they make different content, so you can't say they're competing. The fuck, I can't say they're not competing. I can say they're competing. They're on the same platform making videos trying to pull people in. How can you say they're not competing just because they make different content?
Not occupy the same space or venue of YouTube that Blair does. In fact, Blair has done such a tremendous job at muddying the timeline and obfuscating her actions, it seems the judge is entirely unaware that Click's video was in self-defense against her accusations.
Does that matter? Does that matter? Does that matter? If this is like a lawsuit for defamation, okay? If you defame, I'm not saying anyone defamed anybody, but if you defame someone, okay, but it's in self-defense, does that mean you didn't defame the person? And then, you know, what else is there? The NDA. There's like an NDA here that keeps getting thrown around. If you break NDA in defense, does that mean you didn't break an NDA? All right.
Also not stating this,
Fuck.
are under NDA. Claims 60 screenshots of him speaking with the Felix on or around October. Screenshots of him would have default shots. Complaint as a result of out beyond a motion to dismiss. Defamation campaign against Blair. She threw the mud first. The
There it
judge
was.
original
We're
video
right
and I can
here.
not
We're right
only
here.
come to my legal aid, but all other parties in opposition to Blair. This of course includes Felix. His legal invoices will also be posted alongside mine as this case progresses. If Blair declines my offer in the outro, there will be more
This
updates
offer.
pertaining to
This offer. You're sitting here. You're sitting. That's like, why even give an offer? Because she already gave you an offer, and I hope we get more on that. But you declined the offer to settle out of court, and then you make a video that's an hour long, just or none justly, sitting here continuing to be like, you know, I don't know, saying all kinds of nasty shit about Blair. I was gonna make the kicking dog reference, but I didn't want to just make a joke there. But like, yeah, like that was part of it. Like somebody's dog got like abused, all this shit. Like you're continuing to depict her in a negative manner, which is what she does not want. That is why there's a defamation lawsuit. And you've already gotten, and I'd love to know, because I guess they were egregious. They were so, the terms to settle out of court from Blair, iilluminaughtii, were so egregious that he could not accept them. I'd love to know what they were, all right? I'd love to know what they were. Because if all they were was to shut the fuck up, then why wouldn't you just shut the fuck up? I don't know if that's the case or not, but I imagine that had to be it. Because she's so worried about her public image and preventing people from further tarnishing it. I'm sure it would just like, you will delete all these videos and all this shit. So you decline that, and then you continue to go after her, justly or unjustly. And like, then you like, and then then you're at like, you're here, at the end of the video, I'm going to give you a offer. At the end of this video where I continue to make you look terrible, I'm going to give you another offer to settle out of court. Like, yeah, as if she's going to take that at this point. Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Here we are. The outro, per se. As I mentioned earlier, I'm making Blair an offer. Publicly to put an end to this.
Here it is.
To any questions beforehand regarding the new GoFundMe, if Blair does accept this offer, I will be refunding it in full, as I only plan to utilize that funding if she decides the lawsuit will be moving forward. Because of this, however, this does mean that for the next month, I'm on the hook for my own legal bills, and as of today, this is going to be a rough month, as this one's out of pocket, so it looks like it's the mini-wheats diet for me. If this lawsuit continues, I know that on my end, I could be looking at anywhere from $4,000 to...
Well, then you should have taken her deal, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is, you chose this. You, at this point, haven't heard the conditions of the deal, but it seems very likely at this point that this is the battle you chose to fight, justly or unjustly, and now that this is the consequences of you choosing to fight this battle, now you're like crying about it to get more money for the legal battle. It's like, maybe you should have just dropped it. I don't know.
Possibly $10,000 monthly, as seen by this invoice for the last
Like, that's the
2
thing.
weeks.
Can you, like,
The
like,
reason for this
right or wrong, can you afford to fight it for $10K a month?
potential settlement offer
No? All
is that
right.
I'm not thrilled at the idea of spending a majority of my 20s, possibly the next 2 years, stuck in legal litigation in opposition to Blair. I just want to be able to live my life. The stress from the lawsuit, the foreclosure, it feels nearly never ending, and I'm tired of waking up in the middle of the night, stressed with chest pain and dread.
Well, then you should have taken the fucking door, bro, when it was presented to you.
Okay,
If it's ruining your fucking life, then why even bother?
Red.
Because you don't, because it's not about that. You want to fucking slam her. You want to slam her. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's something that in this agreement that he refused to sign that was like, you have to stop fucking speaking about me online. And he was like, no fucking way. And then maybe that was justified. You know, maybe she's the worst person of all time. It sounds like she sucks, to be fair. But this is that then. Okay, now you're spending $10K a month on legal bills fighting this in court. That's the decision you made. And I'm broke now. Get a job. I don't know what to tell you. Go get a job.
I'm tired of dreading every email notification. The legal system is exhausting. But while the legal and foreclosure stress have been very present and constant in my life, even with the foreclosure ending in December, it's not the only reason I'm considering this potential settlement agreement. In my personal life, there is an ongoing source of both grief and stress and factors that I'm still trying to process and have been unable to process because of everything going on around me. With keeping details sparse out of respect for my partner and with their approval, we've had to deal with the heartbreak of a miscarriage throughout all of this.
That's terrible.
Its occurrence was unexpected, and because of the day-to-day stress of the lawsuit, we've been unable to process, heal, and move forward from this.
That's
loss.
awful.
We've had to shelve these emotions and push forward, and it's been hard on both of us. And I just want the opportunity to heal with my partner in peace. And which is why I'm even considering giving Blair this settlement. I ask that you respect my privacy of myself and my partner until such a time that we are comfortable making details known.
But dude,
I'm not doing...
if I understood, like, oh man, listen, all right, I'll be the asshole here a little bit. That's terrible. That's awful. But you're going through all this. Your girl's pregnant. You're going through all this shit in your personal life. She offers you a fucking door out. She offers you a way out. And you didn't take it? This isn't a movie. This isn't a movie. It's like your girl's pregnant. You got responsibilities. You have this like crazy force of nature, Illuminati. Like this, like she got the money to go to court. This is all she wants. She's gonna take you to court. She's gonna fucking make your life as miserable as possible. She's gonna make this as inconvenient as possible for you. And then you made the decision to fucking continue on with it. It's like, that sucks, dude. But like, I don't know. I just feel like it's like something I wanted to say because like that's just dumb. It's just dumb, dude. Hopefully everything works out, man. That's fucking awful. That's awful. But maybe you should be fucking like, yeah, you're in the right. Congratulations, you're in the right. All right, are you prepared to prove that in court for fucking the next 5 years? Is it fair to your fucking girlfriend to make that decision? Like I don't know, but it doesn't. It sounds like maybe we should have taken the fucking way out here. We should have taken the door when it was presented.
Doing this for Blair. I'm doing this for my partner and I's future.
Good. That's
if
what you
Blair
should be
doesn't
doing.
Accept the following offer, let alone negotiate. So be it. I have no problem with continuing forward. I have no problem with continuing to pursue this until the end. As I
But
do
you
not
do.
fear
You
the
should have a
outcome of
problem with
this,
it. You got other shit to
especially
deal
after
with.
the judge's recent orders. More on that if/when part 2 is released. My settlement to you, Blair, would allow you to follow the morals that your channel has advocated for. Or, in your words, be dedicated to upholding your channel's values and delivering on your commitments. Or, as this handy video you uploaded a week before you sent out cease and desist states.
When something as horrible as this happens, people always come out and admit fault and tell the horrifying truth of their continued negligence and malpractice, right? Yeah, you're right, that never happens. What am I thinking? Instead, they usually do their best to hide everything and blame anyone but themselves, and wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what happened here too.
My settlement offer is for you to drop the lawsuit, for all parties involved. Even Wonder, with prejudice. I won't file counterclaims and would no longer be required to upload the second part.
Which she should do. She's being petty as fuck, bro.
This
She
video.
sucks.
And what do you get? A chance to prove your side of the story, or even take accountability for your actions. If you proceed with this lawsuit, by the time
So nothing. So she gets nothing. She gets nothing out of this because she already had that. She doesn't care, bro. She's already fucked, bro. What's the real offer? She wants you to shut the fuck up, dude. If you really want it to be over, just shut up, bro.
and that it's done, especially with what's left of the judge's order, there would be no platform for you to return to, as you still need to answer for not just me, but for everyone else you've harmed on this platform.
Oh
It
no,
would be
dude.
difficult to return
Everybody
to a
already
platform with
knows, dude. Anybody who gives a fuck and is gonna stop watching her because of all this shit is already stopped watching her. What do you mean, bro? There, oh my god, dude.
The label that you hypocritically participated in the very business tactics that you've reported to be in opposition of for the past 4 years. I'm offering you a chance to clear your name on a third-party neutral platform.
She's not clearing fucking... It's fucked, bro. There's damages. She wants retribution for the damages that have already been done. You're not offering anything here. There's nothing being offered here.
Think of it as a conversation. Rather than use the corporate tactic of bullying those who speak out against you, why not prove you're different from them?
Oh,
You've
no,
previously
dude.
stated that you feel as though you dumb down your language too much and you allow people to fill in the gaps that don't actually exist. So,
Oh, no, dude.
here's your chance. Prove everyone wrong. If you're interested in going the route of proving publicly why you're in the right, to argue for your platform's right to existence, a discussion where all topics would of course need to be known by both parties beforehand. A lawsuit that'll drag on for the next few years will not clear your name like you hope. If anything,
Dude.
it has only further damaged your reputation way, especially because you're suing the two parties who have publicly said the least. And I know you know this. No PR firm in the world could save you if you continue this lawsuit. Even if you did win, from what I've seen, you would just be seen as a bully who abused the legal system.
already
You could
is,
also
dude.
use this opportunity that I would be giving you to
I
take
didn't even,
accountability.
dude. I didn't even care about this drama. I've barely listened to anyone talking about this drama, and even I already knew all this shit. Anybody who cares, any damage that's to be done to Illuminati has already been done, bro. You're coming to the bargaining table with a bag of dirt, dude. And she sucks. I think you're in the right overall. I think this person is in the right. I think Illuminati sucks. I think she's being petty as fuck. And I think that she needs to drop this shit. But you're coming to the bargaining table with nothing. And you're going to be surprised when she says no? Are you serious, dude?
The rough outline that I'm proposing, and I am open to negotiations on these terms within reason. Plaintiff must dismiss all claims against all parties with prejudice once amicable terms are set forth. Plaintiff and myself will agree on a third party who we both independently trust to host a fair conversation. Their responsibility will be to ensure that each person is not spoken over and is given a chance to clear their mind. Plaintiffs may also take this time to take accountability for their actions instead if they wish. Legal fees of either party will not be sought out, and this will be taken for the loss that it is. I can provide no personal guarantee in either circumstance that you, Blair, would be able to repair your public image or reputation. That is up to you. However, I am giving you the opportunity that your lawsuit will most certainly not. I would be open to additional terms being presented within reason. This settlement offer must be accepted, if at all, by a communication in writing delivered to my lawyer not later than the end of office hours June 7th, or it will be withdrawn without further notice. If my lawyer does not receive a response by the end of office hours on June 7th, I will assume that you've declined this offer, and I will proceed as planned with legal proceedings. We are open to negotiations within reason. I am only giving Blair this settlement offer because of the events which have occurred in my private life. If she declines, so be it. I have no qualms with proceeding with part 2.
Dude. I don't know, man. Like, listen, I know we all want the big bad wolf to get it, right? We all want the fucking hero to, like, come out victorious. But this is the real world, dude. And it sounds like this has already put, like, major fucking... This has had a major impact on his life, his personal life. Like, listen, if
anyone ever
walk, I don't know, man. Sometimes you gotta walk away. I don't, why go public, right? Like you're leveraging further harming her reputation to, like, get her to back down from the lawsuit. I think it's already fucked, dude. I don't think you have anything else to take from her. I think where she's at now is pretty much as bad as it's gonna get. It sucks to hear that he's been through such bullshit. I don't wish that upon anyone, but, like, you know, you're in the right. Go, like, if you're right about something and it's gonna, like, ruin your whole life, just to prove that you're right and get what you feel like you deserve from the person that wronged you, is it really worth it, man? Like, I feel bad for him. Like, it's bullshit. It sucks that he's had to deal with this horrible person. But to me, it sounds like there was already an agreement, like, thrown around. Like, she wanted to end it. There was something there that he was not game with, which I don't know what that could have possibly been. Possibly. Well, like if you really want this to be over and you're, like, done, like, if it's in, my assumption is it was in there, like, you cannot speak about me anymore publicly. And that was enough for him to be like, no. And why would you do that? Because you're like, no, because you're wrong. You're wrong here, and I need people to know that you're wrong. It's like, sometimes it just doesn't matter. And more importantly, what more do you want to take from her? Like, she's already, like, down. Her views are down. Her money is down, bro. She's down, bro. She's down bad, bro. And the only possible thing you bring to the table is to shut up. And the more you keep talking, the less there is to keep quiet. And the less you have to bring to the bargaining table. That's my take. Alright. Now watch me get this battle royale in Fortnite. Boom, bro. Wastelander's wrecked, bro. What up, what up, what up, what up? You're next. Rest in peace, bozo. I took out your crew, dude. I took out your whole clique, bro. Where you at, dude? No, dude. Sit down, be humble, bro. Oh, I fucking missed him. Shit. Shit. He's gonna die. Nice. Alright. We're getting this battle royale this time, boys. This is it. We're ending this on a good note. This is the important shit, dude. Fuck all that other crap we were talking about. We're getting a battle royale. We're gonna make this stream worth it. Oh, be humble. Oh, where are the other people? Gonna hit them with my car. Like Anissa Joma's friend. And Anissa Joma, for that matter. They all like to hit cars. Eat shit, bozo. We eliminated him. We got him. What a way to go out, bro. What an idiot. What an idiot, bro. Sucks to suck, dude. We're gonna win this. This is it, dude. It's the final countdown, dude. This is it. Coming in, dude. I'm coming in for it. Where are they at? Where are they at, dude? Battle Royale. There he is. Ooh. Ooh. Oh shit, he got my tire. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I'm in trouble, huh? We might get this. We might fucking get this, dude. Might get it, dude. Dude, eventually he's gonna have to come for me, man. He was over there last I saw him. Where is he, dude? We're winning this, dude. We're gonna make this stream worth it. Dude, where is this fucking guy? This is it, dude. Oh shit! Fuck. Well, that sucks. Well, that's that. I don't know. That's pretty much what I thought it was going to be, honestly. Like, it just feels like petty fucking high school bullshit that's just been blown way, way, way out of proportion because of just people on different levels of immaturity. And it's probably not the right opinion, right? I'm probably wrong. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but like Blair sucks. She's doing a bunch of shady fucking bullshit. But then all the people that like she's beefing with are also like just like they all seem to be like immature in their own way. Like this guy, it just the ramblings started to feel like I was listening to something at like a cafeteria lunch table in high school. Like and the ramifications are much more severe because we're in the real world. Like, you know, we're adults now, but it like just still feels like the situation is being handled by fucking children. And Blair is obviously in the wrong. I don't think that I would argue that. But like hearing this guy and how this is like massively negatively affecting his personal life and his loved ones, and he's continuing on the fight and he's not taking the whatever deal Blair offered him. Yeah, man. It's really shitty, man. It's a really shitty situation. I think this guy probably should have taken whatever deal Blair threw at him. And I don't know what the deal was, but I don't know. I'd have to read the deal, but I would find it very hard to believe that because in his mind he's right, and he probably is right. I would probably agree with that. So in his mind, he probably shouldn't have to agree to anything, you know, like he's not allowed to talk about being wronged because he was wronged, it sounds like. But dude, I don't think you got enough umph, bro. I think you're fighting a battle with the wrong person, man. And as this case, and that's the thing, the attention of people on the internet is super short. The support that you have at the beginning of this lawsuit and the GoFundMe money you're going to receive at the beginning, that's only dependent on how much interest there is in this case. And it's only going to diminish as the case goes forward. You know, you're already saying you're out of money. You're already saying it's going to hurt you to spend $10K a month on this lawsuit, but you chose to fight the lawsuit, man. Her image is already fucked. I don't know if he decided to make this decision when it was already too late or what, but like, Illuminaughtii is already in such a bad spot in the public eye. Whoever's still watching her shit just doesn't care, I'd say. So like, I don't know. That's like your only bargaining chip is I'll stop if you stop. Unless he has something real nasty on her that he wants to bring out in litigation. But hey, who knows? But yeah, I don't know, man. It all seems just weird to me. That's why I've never been very interested in this fucking thing. I figured I'd give it a shot looking into it with this new video that came out, but you start listening to it, and to me, it just seems like every bad divorce I've ever fucking seen people go through. It just feels like we're dealing with a bunch of people that don't have very much, they're not very mature. They don't have very much real world experience. It's probably the wrong take. Oh well. Yell at me in the comments. Nobody's here anyway right now, so bye-bye. Probably leave this one up. I'll probably post it again later if I think we want to try to reach out with this video. But thanks for watching. Bye.